Yo, what's that word, everybody? Y'all know what it is. This is Talk Tuesday. This is whatever I want, and I'm D'Angelo. Tonight's question is simple: what's more powerful, money in the bank or a credit score? Most people say cash is king, but is it really though? If I gave you $250 in cash or 850 credit score, which one you taking? Let me get the brothers on. Joe Slug, what's the word, fellas?
What's happening, dog?
What's that
Chilling.
word? What's that word?
So
How you gonna compare like that, D'Angelo?
what?
$250 in cash versus an 800 credit score, man.
I said 250,000.
Oh, okay. I thought you said $250.
No, I said 250,000 in cash or 850 credit score.
I take the
Um,
250.
you'll take the 250. All
Mm-hmm.
right, that's the first question. Joe, you taking the 250 or you taking the 850 credit score?
I'm gonna take the 250.
Um, I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the 850 credit score. And but I'm coming from a place of not not to say I don't need the 250, but I'm of the mindset of figuring out um ways to make that credit work for me farther than that 250,000 in cash. You know what I'm saying? I'm of the mindset that you the biggest possession you got is your name, your brand, and if your credit, which is your credit score, being that had the ability to sign on a dollar line and walk out the store with something with no money down, great interest rates and stuff like that, because you can leverage credit more than cash. Now I think they both, they both go hand in hand, but each one of them have its pluses and its negatives, and that's kind of what we're gonna talk about. Like again, I'm starting off right off the bat. I think your credit score is the most important thing that you have going. Keeping your name clean and provides you with a whole lot more flexibility than cold hard cash, because that cold hard cash could be gone, and then if you ain't got no credit to, what I'm saying, leverage the credit, you screwed either way it go. I think you should generate cash from the credit score. American way is to spend other people's money and keep your own. That's my logic behind it, and I know it's a you know everybody else have their own, because that's why I led with it. I said most people gonna say cash is king. And
Well,
go ahead, look.
well, I really think with the 250, I can take less than 20 and get my credit up, and then I go with 200, 230 with cash on top of that. It ain't hard to get your credit score together, especially in today's day and age. Um, I think it's overrated. And what I mean by overrated, hear me out,
Yeah,
is it's a balance. You know what I mean? I don't think neither is more important than the other. Cash can, you know, um, cash get you shit right then and there. You know what I mean? I think you need to have a balance of both. I don't think you need to downplay cash as if it ain't important. Cash definitely got its advantages. When you can pay for something right then and there, then you ain't gotta worry about no interest rate. And like you said, when the money gone, then you stuck. But when your credit score fucked up, you stuck too. You know what I mean? So credit can put you in a bigger debt. Cash, you can't go into debt when you got cash. I got cash for this. I don't owe nobody. I can pay for it, I can buy it, I can own it. Credit gives people this false perception that since you got it due to credit that you own it. No, brother, you still don't own it. These houses that people buying and the cars that people buying, that shit ain't yours until you pay for it fully. You got it on credit. So the bank that loaned you the money actually own what you think is yours. Now, credit has its advantages because most people don't have $250,000, $300,000 to purchase a home. So the advantage that credit can give you, you can make bigger purchases for things that you don't have the money for, and it also can reduce the cost of things, you know. And it just give you like that flexibility of if something come, if life like life be life, and something come about and you ain't
Yeah, you went out, Slug.
you that flexibility to be able to pay for it. You know what I mean? So um some transactions with credit.
Hey, Slug, you going in and out.
And
Um,
I'm
Joe, you got something?
Yeah. I feel like it depends on where your mind state at and what you're looking at, right? Um, I'm gonna say, uh, depending on where I'm at in my life, is what I'm gonna take. I mean, I think they both go hand in hand. I don't think that neither one is bigger than the other. You know what I'm saying? I think it's 50-50. But if you told me where I'm at in my life right now, somebody offered me a 850 credit score compared to $250,000 in the bank, I'd take the 250. Um, I think a lot of people um, overthink this stuff, overthink things like this, and it's not as complex as people make it. Cash could get you out of debt. Credit could not get you cash. It's that simple. And if you in debt, the cash could get you out of it. And if you got credit, it doesn't mean that you're going to get money. It's that simple. But if you got both of them, like D'Angelo said, your name is everything. When you walk into anywhere, I don't give a fuck where it's at. If you don't got if you don't got nothing to show with that credit means nothing. That credit means absolutely nothing. But if you don't need credit to show if you got cash. So I just think um, you got to stop. You can't overthink this thing. It's as simple as as you thinking about it. A lot of people want to believe the American way of you spend other people money, but if you ain't got no money to give it back, shit, goddamn it, that's gonna fuck your credit up. So you still need money no matter what anyway. So I'm gonna stand on the side of give me cash, man. I feel like cash is king, but I feel like credit is very viable.
So let me
And
ask you this,
we need
Joe.
both.
Let me give you an example. Um, two people want to buy a house, and the house costs 400,000. One person, they got, let's just say they got $100,000 in the bank,
Mhm.
and they got a 580 credit score.
Mhm.
And person B, they got $20,000 saved in the bank, but they got an 800 credit score. Who's going to get approved for the better mortgage with the lowest interest rate?
That's obvious.
What what do that have to do with the question though? Of course, it depends on what type of house you're going to get. Because if you go try to get a $400,000 house, they're going to want to see more than $20,000 in your bank.
Not true.
So depending on who you go through and where you getting this house at, And what type of tax is gonna be on the house? That's it is.
Not true. That's not
Because
true.
going closing cloud the going close. Why? Because your interest rate gonna be low.
No, because if I have um if I got if I got the 800 credit score, um I got my earnest money and the minimal amount of money to put down on a deposit, I'm good. I'm good to go on the $400,000 house.
But see, that's what I'm saying to you. Like what is we talking about here? What is we talking about here? Like we trying to figure out what's more important.
Well, that's
You
what I'm
can't
telling you.
you we can't figure out what's more important if you telling me that you got $100,000 income coming in a year.
No, no, no.
You
I'm
know,
talking about in the bank,
okay,
Joe. Not
yeah, but if you can't show that you could cover that house, what bank is going to give you the loan?
so look.
They're not
I
just going to give you a loan just off your credit score.
Hey Joe, I'm going with everybody coming. We this whoever these two people are, they
All
make
right.
that we're saying they make good money. We're not saying that either one of them is
Okay then.
somebody that makes
Okay then. Well,
don't make good money.
you can't put that on the forefront because if we both make good money, you got cash. You asking me what's more
Everybody who
important
make
if
a lot
I
of
got
money don't have cash.
you
They
asking me
make the
what's more
cash.
you asking me what's more important if I got a lot of money but bad credit or if I got a lot of money and good credit. That don't make sense.
No,
You
that's
you
not
you
what I
can't
asked, Joe.
no
He
That
said
wasn't.
if he got a little money and good credit and a lot of money with bad credit.
no, he said if he have $20,000 in his savings and the other person got $100,000 in his savings, but he talking about two people that make good money. He not talking about person that don't make no money. If you talking about two people that's on the same playing field that make $100,000 a year, and one person is good at savings and the other one not, but one person got good credit and the other one don't, that don't make sense because I would rather be a person that's good that's bad at saving but have good credit. I would rather be that person and still make $100,000 because
Can you allow me to break the scenario down because
yeah,
you're not understanding it.
go ahead.
So I'm gonna repeat it again. Everybody makes the same amount of money, and that means nothing because they're going to verify that you have the income that can afford whatever this mortgage is. What you got saved in the bank, I mean, what your money management skills that got nothing to do with it. But the point is, if you got 100,000 saved and a 580 credit score, and and you got 20,000 saved and an 800 credit score. Now, you're saying that you would want to be the guy with the 100,000 saved and the 580 credit score, right?
You're not getting what I'm saying to
Joe,
you.
I
You
need you to answer the question so I can
no, I
finish
can't I can't answer that question
the
because
scenario.
I can't answer that question because you're not putting it on the same base level. If you put it
Why
on the
am I
same
not?
base level, because at that point, if I make 100, because you're just talking about money saved up. You're not talking about residual income. Residual income is the money that you bring in to pay your bills. So what I'm telling you is, if you're giving me $100,000 a year and telling me would I rather have a good credit score or a bad credit score, give me the good credit score. I don't give about what's saved up. I'm thinking about if I make $100,000 a year and you give me a good credit score, I will be all right in my life. But if you're talking about I make $100,000 a year and I got $100,000 in the bank and I got a bad credit score, that don't look good because that means you're not managing your bills good. That
There you
means
go.
right. So you can't sit up here and give me that scenario because
No,
you're giving you the same amount of money I have, D'Angelo. That means that you're not taking away money away from you.
but
You're not
you,
taking money
you
away
couldn't.
from you.
No, the factor of how someone manages their money, the bank is not gonna be looking at that.
You're not
Neither one of y'all are understanding my point
because
No,
you're
I
not
hear you.
making. It's not a.
because you're not listening,
I
Joe.
It's
understand your
not a good
point.
point. It's
Let
not
me
a
I
good point.
understand your point.
listen to what I'm saying. Just
It's,
hold on for a minute and listen and hear me out. The person, and because I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna be I'm for the $20,000 in the bank and 800 credit score. Because Joe keep equivalent money in the bank and what someone makes on their paycheck. That's not what this is. This
That's
this is
what
just
it's
the money.
about, though, D'Angelo.
Joe, you gotta let me finish so I could clear this up. The person with the $20,000 in the bank and an 800 credit score is going to be approved for the mortgage loans 100% of the time better than the person with the low 100,000 with the big lump sum in the bank and the large credit score. Because the person with the highest credit score who's shown their credit worthiness, they're going to get the lowest interest rates on their mortgage, which will cause them to pay less money over time. So that is why you want to be the one with the 850 credit score, because essentially it's gonna save you money in the long run. If I buy a house at $400,000 with a 3% interest rate, and you buy the house at $400,000 with a 6% interest rate, you're losing. That's the point that I'm trying to make.
But that's not the question. That's
That
not the
was the
question.
question,
But
bro. I gave a full example.
D'Angelo, that's not the question of the day, though. You're trying to give us a scenario where everybody is on equal playing fields, but you have a great credit score. That's not right. You can't ask me what's more important, money or credit, cash or credit, but then give you the same amount of money I have coming in every year, because we both know.
But see, that's where you confuse me. It's not coming in every year, Joe.
You just said we both make the same amount of money.
Yes, but you saying
that
the
means
amount of money coming in.
D'Angelo, that is what I'm talking about. When you're talking about when you
Joe,
go
wrong,
for
bro.
D'Angelo, when you go out to a bank and ask for a loan, they ask for annual income. They ask for what do you make annually, not what you have in your fucking bank. They say, what do you make annually so we can know you could pay this back? How is you going to ask me on the show tonight what's more important, cash or credit, when you make what I make the same year, the same amount annually, but then giving you a great credit score? That makes no sense. Why would I take the guy with the bad credit score if you make the same amount of money as me? That's dumb,
Joe.
That's stupid. That don't make sense.
Hey, Joe.
So reframe it, Joe. Reframe it to where listen.
Go ahead, Slug.
Reframe it to where a person that make more money with a bad credit score versus a person that make less money with a good credit score. Then reframe it like that.
That now I will. If you ask me that, I will take the guy who make more money, because a bank is going to be willing to mess with me because I make more money and I can show that I can pay it back. Give me, if you was to tell me I can make $100,000, if I can make $250,000 a year with a 580 credit score with $100,000 in the bank, compared to a guy that have an 850 credit score that makes $100,000 a year with $20,000 in the bank, give me the 250 and 100 in the bank.
Hey, Joe, I told you this story before.
Any day in every day of the week, anytime, any place, anywhere, you can have that high credit score.
Okay, Joe, I told you this story before. I was downtown in the store back in like 2000 and I don't know, maybe 2003. Me and Eddie Curry was in the shop. I'm looking at 4-wheelers. Eddie Curry wanted 2 4-wheelers. Eddie Curry make $5-6 million a year, and they denied him because his credit was bogus. Because his credit was bogus.
4-wheelers, bro. Eddie Curry tried to finance some 4-wheelers.
He tried to finance 2 4-wheelers.
Right.
And they denied him.
I bet he got him.
I bet he went and bought the cash and got him. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did, but it don't work like that. It don't work like that with a house. Nobody goes and pays a house.
What do you mean? How come it don't? How come he doesn't? What do you mean?
Because it's not a good business move to go out and pay a house.
You said what?
because it's not a good business move to go pay off a house. It's not.
Okay. Well. What I'm saying is what I'm saying to you is, if I got, if I'm Eddie Curry and I make $6 million, you think you're gonna be able to look at a house where I'm looking at a house? You think you're gonna be in the same market as me as a house? No, it's not gonna even be
That's
the
not the
same.
point.
The house you trying to get, I can pay for. The
I
house
gave
I'm
you the
trying to,
parameters. I
no,
told you the house is
well,
400,000. Now you
okay,
can't change
and
that.
okay, so if I'm Eddie Curry, I'm buying that house flat out. Why am I finance? Why am I trying to finance a $400,000 house and I make $7,000-8,000 a year, $7-8 million a year?
Hey
Why,
Joe,
Eddie
rich
Curry?
people do not buy houses. It's
Okay,
a
bro.
you do people with
Rich people
money
do
do not
rich people don't
purchase houses, bro.
rich people rich people don't purchase the houses they live in. They will purchase your house. So let's not act like it's not levels here, right?
Joe,
You're talking about,
how
you
could
said a $400,000 house, bro. Like if I got a 400,000 house and I'm making a $400,000 house and I'm making $7-8 million a year, I'm not financing that. Is you crazy? For what?
I have a 400,000 house and this motherfucker financed.
Do you make $7-8 million a year?
I do not.
Exactly. Would it
I
be
do not.
financed if you make
But
$8 million a year?
Danita, the reason you don't pay off the house is because you don't come off that large sum of money at that time. No financial advisor in the history of the world will have you just completely pay off your house when you rich and gonna move around. You know how many times in life you would be going to drop 1.5 million, 1.5 million,
D,
1.5 million.
D'Angelo,
No celebrity pay off a house.
you talking about a $2 million house, D'Angelo. You just told me
Okay.
a $400,000 house. Guys buy cars that cost $500,000. Rich guys. They don't
And they don't
finance
pay
these
cash,
cars.
bro.
What do you mean? What?
And they
So
don't
what they
pay
do? They
cash,
swipe
bro.
it. What do you mean? They go
They
and
don't
pay with
pay
credit.
cash, bro.
Oh, come on. Okay,
They
so you
don't
know
they
this.
don't pay
So
cash.
how do they got all these cars then? What they doing? They financing every one of them.
Hell yeah.
Rick Ross got 70 cars. He financed every car.
I don't know
That's what
what
I'm saying.
Rick Ross
This
Rick
don't make
Ross is a
sense, bro.
stunner. He's a
This don't make.
stunner.
What I'm saying is, what we are saying, we gotta make sense on what we're talking about, bro. Right? If we're talking about people that is an upper echelon of millions of making money, the 1%ers of the world, of course they're not going to go pay cash for the house they are looking at. The market they are looking at is a house that probably costs 20 to 30 million dollars.
But
You're not going to go and get 20 to 30 million dollars and pay for a house. Of course you're going to
but Joe,
finance it. But
but you
I
move
guarantee,
the parameters.
but what
You
I'm
move the
telling you is,
parameters.
but I
We have
guarantee
one
you,
house in mind.
listen to what I'm telling you, but I guarantee you the Puff Daddies in them got cousins and shit that they done bought vouchers for $400,000.
No,
That's
they haven't.
nothing. Oh, come on,
Now,
D'Angelo.
if you give your cousin 400,000, he do what he want to do with it. But
So you telling me right now, wait, so you telling me right now, if you was to hit the mega million, you wouldn't pay your house off?
hell no.
What you do? You would sell it
Hell yeah.
and then go buy another $1 million house, right?
I'll go
This
buy
what I'm,
me a better house.
exactly. This is what I'm saying, bro. You still going to go spend 400 and 500 some $1,000. You think that
No,
they
I'm
going to look
not.
at a 20? You think they going to look at a $20 million? Okay, so you tell me what the down payment on a $20 million house is going to be. You
I
tell
don't
me what the
know.
down payment.
I can tell you the down payment on a $400,000 house.
Okay, so how much is that?
For me, I can tell you what mine was.
What was it?
$3,000.
Okay, so what you think the down payment on a $20 million house is going to be? Or a
Three million,
$30 million house?
three
How much you
million,
think that's going to be?
4 million.
4 million.
Wait,
So
wait,
that
wait,
mean
wait, wait.
they just bought 5 of your houses. So why wouldn't I go?
Wait. Say that again. What was your question?
What will be the down payment for a $30 million house that a Jay-Z will go look at? Jay-Z them house is Jay-Z them house. They say it's cost over $100 million. They house they got in Manhattan, wherever they stay in New York, over $100 million. How much you think the down payment was on that house?
Couple 100,000.
A couple $100,000 for $100 million house.
A couple 100,000. There you go. There you go, Jeff. Good question, brother. Because They don't know none of this shit.
I don't know what.
It,
What I don't know.
Jeff say, what kind of loan is it? Is it FHA?
Come on, man. Now oh my God.
That
So
matters.
wait,
So
wait,
that
wait,
don't
wait,
matter.
wait, wait, wait,
That
wait,
don't
wait,
matter.
wait, 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 wait,
That
wait,
don't
wait,
matter,
wait, wait,
Joe.
wait, 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 wait. So you got a 850,000, 850, a 850 credit limit, and you going to
Credit
try to
score.
get an FHA loan.
What's
You
wrong with that?
no, did you get an FHA loan?
Hell yeah, I got an FHA loan.
All right, bro.
Hell yeah, I got an FHA loan. Why
All right,
wouldn't I?
bro. All right, bro.
I'm a Joe. You must be confused what FHA loan is. You said that like that's a bad thing to do. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't believe that people that make Jay-Z type of money is going through them protocols. They get a they
No,
get a
the
they get a
object is
they get
always
an
to keep
agent.
your
They get a
cash.
you say what?
The object is always to keep your
Hey,
cash.
bro, rich people don't think like that, bro.
You
They
crazy as
try to get
hell.
through all the
You
fucking
keep your
loopholes, bro.
cash.
They don't think like that, bro. I'm sorry. They don't.
You keep your
I know
cash.
I wouldn't if I was rich. I wouldn't. For a fucking $400,000 house, what the fuck am I getting a loan for if I make $9 million a year? What am I getting a loan for? Is you
Because you keep
crazy?
your cash, Joe. No,
Come on, bro.
why do you have you ever heard of a because you know you would have okay, let's just
Look, we getting
listen, Joe, hold
besides the
on.
point though. We getting besides the point. Let's
Yeah,
get
we
back on the
went way
topic.
off
We went way off. We getting
because
way
we
off
went
because we giving examples. All I was telling you
but I
was
gave you
is
the basis, Joe. I
no
gave
no
you
no
the
no no.
let's get back to the $400,000
Right,
house.
right, right, right. So what I'm telling you is you can't ask me. You can't and Slugs put it in plain sight. He said you have to give the man with the high credit score lesser money. So if you talking about giving me $250,000 with $100,000 in the bank, but my credit score is shit, I'm gonna take that all day. What you'll take, Slugs?
I'm gonna take the more money. When you earn more money, you can cover yourself. Cash is better than credit in ways that cash can do things that credit can't do sometimes, and credit can do things that cash can't do. It's a balance. But
Hey, y'all in the
I
chat, let me
rather
know.
have more income than more credit.
Slug,
But
we ain't talked about
but
income yet.
Slugs. But this the crazy
No,
thing
that's
though,
Joe
that's
brought
the
Slugs.
that's the
income.
scenario he just
But
gave
but
me though.
but
That's why I
Slugs,
answered.
this is the crazy thing though, Slug. Cash can buy you thing credit can't because when you go use your credit and you don't have cash, they not going to doggone finance you. It's that simple. If you don't have ways to show that you're going to pay this doggone loan back off, it's not going to work. They're going to deny you. But if you got cash, you go get what the fuck you want.
And I think that's the worst thing that black people, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why black people fucked up because majority of black people think that cash is king. And we've been convinced that cash is king. And that's so fucking wrong. And it's just opinion. You know what I'm saying? I respect y'all opinion, but that it's so wrong that you would say cash is king. Here's my right, Jeff. Like exactly what I'm saying. As long as you have credit, you have access to more money.
That's a
And
lie.
that's
That is
not
a
a lie
lie.
because
That is
I
a
can get a
lie.
bigger loan than you.
That is a lie. You can't go get a
God damn.
loan if you can't show you can pay that money back.
Hey Joe,
You get a
if you
credit
got a
card,
hundred,
you're not walking to no bank, asking a bank to give you money without a job. Stop it.
so Joe,
No bank is doing that.
can I give you an example, Joe? Just off the parameters what we were speaking on the 400,000 dollar house and the 580 credit score and the 850 credit score a little bit under that 580. Let's say you at 540. You can't get that house no matter what, no matter how much cash you got, no matter what, no
You
matter
can get
how
it. You can get it. You can get it if you got $400,000.
exactly if you got 400,000. But you
That's that's the
but we
line.
don't
Hey,
That's
do
that's
hey,
that's the
look. This is
the line that I'm. Go ahead,
look.
sir.
This is where we're getting tangled up at, right?
Mhm.
We have to talk about the different layers we're talking about. You could not, and I slugs. I want you to I want you to tell me if you get what I'm saying. because D'Angelo don't get it, and I want you to explain it to him because he don't understand me. Okay,
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
cannot ask me what is king when you give yourself the same amount of money coming in. It doesn't work that way. It
I never
doesn't. You
discussed
can't.
coming
Let
in
me
money.
let me let me finish, bro. What I'm telling you is you can't tell me that you got two guys that that both of them make 400 million, that both of them got 400 million dollars, but one got good credit, but the other one got bad credit. Which one is you going to pick? That's not how this work. What I'm telling you is if if you're going to ask what is king, this is flat on the table. You don't have a job. You don't have no income. What would you rather have? If you was a foreign man and you came to this country with nothing and the government said you can have an 850 credit score or I'm going to give you $500,000, what is you taking?
You talking to me or you talking to Slug?
I'm talking both of y'all.
I thought you was explaining to Slug to say explain it to
No,
me.
no, but because that is what this question. I thought this question was. I thought the question was, what is more? What is king? Hey, Slugs, ain't
No,
that what you thought this was?
no, I didn't. I never said which one is king. I'm saying which one we're asking each other to pick which one we think is best.
Right. But as far as on a level basis, right? Like on a basis of what? Like you came to this country flat out broke. You have nothing to your name. And the government offer you an 850 credit score or $500,000. Which one is best? Which one you taking? That's what I took from the question. That's why I said give me cash. Now, if you asking me if behind door A, it's a guy that make $100,000, but he got $100,000 in the bank and a 540 credit score. But behind door B, it's a man that make $100,000, but got $20,000 in the bank, but he got an 850. Give me door B. But that's not that's you can't judge that. You can't because your credit is limited into what you make annually. You can't say, "Oh, I got an $850 credit score, but I make the same amount of money as you." That
But
don't you
that's what,
I
but
can't
Joe,
answer
Joe,
that.
Joe, but that's where I gotta disagree with you on. Because when you got an 850 credit score, first of all, 850 credit score is superb. It's excellent. You damn near can walk into anywhere and get anything with that type of credit. But the thing is, they will give you that shit, bro. They will give you a fucking $100,000 car. You got an 800 with no money down. They would give you that shit. Okay, you can fabricate. Come on, we in 2026. You can fabricate some fucking check stubs and make it seem like, or fabricate your own business and make it seem like you got some income to get that loan. Yes, you do need to have income to get a loan, but when you have a credit score of that high, not only will they give you that shit, they would give you that shit with a low interest rate. The thing about this whole situation is if we, trying to educate people on the basis of credit and cash and all of that, it's benefits to both of them first and foremost. But also with credit, it's cool to have good credit, but if you can't manage and maintain it, then it's pointless. You're going to get yourself in a bigger debt, in a bigger hole, and you're going to suffer more than you were suffering when you just had regular credit score in cash. So it's all about managing. I know people who have built houses from ground up because they had worked on their credit and got good credit scores, but now, since it was improperly managed, now they back at square one. Now they have lost out on this. Now they got to try to fix everything they fuck. It's about management, and management comes in with the income that you making. Don't give me $100,000 vehicle if I can't maintain that vehicle. If I can't make them payments, you know what I mean. We talk about this credit stuff, like it is great, which it is great, which it is the American way, but it's also maintaining and managing it. You know what I mean? It's not easy to get a 700, 750 credit score, but it's obtainable. But once you get it, can you manage it and keep it? You know what I mean? I always live by it's man, I'm 39. I ain't got a lot of shit in my life, but what do I have now at 39 to show it? Did I manage it? Did I keep it? Did I grow it? Did I bounce did I double it? You know what I mean? So that's my premises on it. I'm not saying credit is way better than cash. I'm not saying cash is way better than credit. I'm saying it's a balance. In some situations, I'd rather have cash. In some situations, I'd rather have credit. But at the end of the day, ownership is what it ends at. Ownership. We talk about these houses and buying these houses. And I'm still growing and learning it, and I haven't came to a final decision about it. But to me, it's almost pointless to buy 400, 500, $600,000 house. I'd rather buy the land and build on the house. Build the house on the land. Therefore, I don't just own rocks and bricks and drywall and floors and ceilings and shit that it takes to build the house and wood. No, I own the land that the house was built on. So if this house was to a tornado was to come tear this motherfucker up, I still can rebuild on my land. If this shit if it didn't have a house on it, I would be able to tax motherfuckers for parking their vehicles on this land. Or whatever the case may be. I can rent out this land to someone who wanna build their house on. So it's real deep. It's real deep. I don't think one is better too much better than the other. It just all depends on the circumstance and the situations and if the person can manage it. Oh,
Essentially, you gotta be able to you gotta have both. That's that's for sure. You gotta have both. But to what you were saying, when you buy the house, you buying the land too though.
no, the fuck you ain't. Where and where? What are you talking about?
When you buy the house, slow the land come with it, bro.
No, the fuck it don't. Where?
Anywhere. Like my
So you mean
house,
to tell me all these people out here that's homeowners that's owning their home right now own the land that the home is on?
it comes with the purchase
That's what you
price,
pay
man.
taxes on, bro.
That's
Exactly.
That's what
So
you
you
pay
don't
taxes on.
own that
you
shit.
own it. You do, bro. My house is on.
You never
uh,
own. I don't think you ever own. You never own land. You gotta pay taxes on it forever.
Right, that's but see that's the thing. But technically you do. Now I feel like that's some shit that's bogus. You shouldn't have to pay taxes on the land, but the land comes with the house,
Once
bro. Like my house is on a half an acre. It's mine. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? If I don't cut the grass, if I don't keep it up, I'm the motherfucker get the ticket. If I don't cut the grass, if I don't keep it up, I'm damn. I don't know what happened there. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, you
yeah, I
echoed
hear
a
you.
little bit.
Yeah, Danita, you're right. You never really own anything. You know what I'm saying? But that's in the technical term of it. But you do because you're still paying on it, but you do own the land. It's with the house.
I wanna just say one thing. Uh, that slugs, you tripped me out. What you said, bro. You
What I
can't
say?
say you can't say we educating people on credit and credit and cash and then go illegal with it. You can't do
What I do? What I do?
you can't you can't tell nobody we educating you on cash and credit and then say go falsify some check stubs or make up a phony business.
Nah, I
Like
ain't say go.
that's
I ain't
not
say
legal,
go
bro.
do
You
that,
can't
bro.
do that.
I ain't say go do that, but I'm just
But you
saying
said you
in
can.
general.
You said you can do that. That's
No,
illegal, bro. You
no
can't
people.
do that.
People
That's
do that.
illegal. But
People,
that's
I ain't,
illegal.
bro. You said that 5 times, G. Everybody know to lie is illegal, bro. But I'm what I was. Don't divert from my point. My point about the falsifying the checks is if you have a good credit score. 9 times out of 10, you can go into any fucking place, and they run your credit, and they're gonna approve you for what the fuck you want against a person who don't have a good credit score. So
No,
when I
slugs,
said
slugs.
falsifying documents, when I brought up falsifying documents, yes, you do have to have some type of paper trail or some type of income coming in, depending on what you're trying to purchase. Sometimes you can go in fucking a jewelry spot and you ain't gotta prove no damn documents. You can go into Sears or Walmart, Kmart, whatever the fuck, and fill out an application, and they do a soft pull or a hard pull on your credit, and they will give you the loan right there, the $10,000, $15,000 loan for the ring or whatever, the necklace or whatever you're trying to get. Some purchases you don't have to prove that you can pay for it. You know what I'm saying? But when it
You
comes
say
to a
what?
home, some purchases you don't have to prove no check stubs. You don't
Any
have to prove no
anything
income.
any no, you don't have to prove anything, but anything that they ask you for you to fill out for a line of credit, they ask you your annually income. They ask you that, and to piggyback off what you said, telling a lie is telling a lie is wrong. Falsifying documents is a federal offense, so it's totally different, bro. It's totally different. That's why I was just saying we gonna if we sit out here saying educate, we gotta educate right now. That's all I'm saying.
So look, let's take it a step further with it. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm also of the mindset of cash. You know, cash don't always mean wealth, bro. Because you know what I'm saying. Someone sitting on $100,000 in the bank and just cash, and they ain't investing it and they ain't using it to grow their wealth. It's pointless. It's pointless, man. It's pointless. And I think that you can grow your wealth off credit faster than you can with cash. Anybody disagree with that?
Hey, that one more time, you can grow your wealth off credit faster than you could with cash. It's what you ask.
Yes.
It depends on what you doing, but for the most part, I would agree. You know what gets me with credit, bro, is that it's a borrowing system. And I don't know how many times I'm gonna keep saying this, but if I loan you uh $50, bro, and you can't give me my $50, the whole key word is that in that is loan, borrow. If you can't give me my money back, then you will never get another 50 from me.
Right.
So so when it comes to credit, if you can't pay that bread back, it's just as good as you not having whatever you just got, because you ain't gonna be able to go back to that bank. You ain't gonna be able to. You're gonna be trying to pay that back. So it's just a mind thing to where you got to know how to manage it.
But we assuming if somebody got a 850 credit score, they clearly know how to manage it. So it's credit ain't free. It's not free. Now, if you just
I
around here
just
taking
I
away, if you just around here taking loans and all that with no purpose, then yeah, that's when credit becomes bad. Sitting up here put going to charge going to get out take out a loan to go buy some gym shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's when it's bad. You have to it has to be to your advantage. Like, let me give you a quick example of how I leverage it. So let's do a credit. Let's use a credit card for an example. I don't always pay off debt completely. You know what I'm saying? And hey, that could be good, that could be bad. I don't advise you to do what I how I do it because I'm not no financial advisor. But I'll say this: I move debt around every single year. Every single year, I get a credit card, and it comes with a low introductory interest rate, and right before that low introductory interest rate, well, um, so that I'll give you again, 18 months, no or 0% financing, right? Month 16, month 17, I'm going to get another credit card that's going to give me 18 more months with 0% financing. Then I'm going to transfer that balance over to the new one, and I'm gonna I'm just keep on paying zero interest over and over and over because my name good. Because my name good. It's, you can leverage this shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Danita, it is easy if you know. If you know how. It's very easy if you know how.
Yeah, y'all keep comparing your name to credit, your name to credit. And I get what you're doing. I get it. I totally understand it 100%. Um, but you also, I'm looking at it from another point of view where your name can be good with cash too. When you say your name, I think more than credit. I think more than cash. You know, my name good where I go. Therefore, I'm gonna get what the fuck I cause of my name. My namesake. Your name is everything, bro. So your name is who you are, not just so much as just credit wise. You know what I mean? But just period. If I had bad credit but a good name, I still can get what the fuck I want because my name good. Your name is your character. Your name is who you are. And yes, 850 in the American world, a credit score of 800, it says out loud that you is are responsible, you're reliable, you're trustworthy, and I can depend on you. But I can have a 700 or I mean a 500 credit score and still have the same name. Y'all don't think so?
Um, no, I don't.
You don't think so, Joe? Either you can have a bad
Um,
credit score with a good name.
see. We gotta stop. We gotta stop confusing the world, bro. We gotta stick to. We gotta stop talking about in the streets or whatever like that. We got to stop talking on like miniature stuff. You're talking about your name is good. D'Angelo talking about credit. No, your name. You cannot have a good name with a 700 with a 500 credit score in this world. No, if you got, they don't know. They don't give a fuck what you got. If you got a 500, you got a 500 credit score. They might not fuck with you. You know you might need somebody to come co-sign. So in the world of the streets, yeah, you have a fucking good name with a bad credit.
You can have
You
one.
can't.
I'm not talking just about
You
the
can't.
streets though. You can
You
have
can't
one in
have that.
corporate America. You can have one in
How?
corporate America
How?
because it ain't it's about who you know. It's people. You think it ain't
We,
people in corporate America with
you
bad
talking
track
about
records? It ain't people.
talking
You think
about
it ain't people in corporate America with bad track?
you're
Uh,
talking about backhanded deals, slugs. D'Angelo is talking about actually credit. Like let's stop changing the subject. Like you're talking about actual credit. You're talking
Joe, your
about
sound
backhanded.
bogus. Joe,
yeah.
Joe.
Oh, okay, my bad. You're talking about backhanded deals. We're talking about actual credit here. Like we're not talking about, oh, let me come through the back door and you give me this deal because you know I got the money to pay for it. No, we're talking about in corporate America, if you go sign your name on this dot and they run your credit, is your name gonna be good? That's what
Well,
we're talking about.
I'm just broadening the conversation then, because I'm like I said, I'm from the bird's eye view, where in not in just in this world in general, where you know who you know can get you through. Now, if we want to stick to the obvious, I mean, it's some things as an adult you should to me. personally. Some things as an adult, it shouldn't take a damn rocket science to figure out. You know, if you got bad credit as an adult, you can't go into Wells Fargo and tell them to give you a couple dollars. I don't think I don't think we need to take it. I don't think that's something that we need to educate people on. If you don't know that, then you have to go you living under a rock some motherfucker where you don't know life in general. You know what I mean? But from a broader perspective, you can if your name is good in places, you can get into places. You can get into if I was a horrible ass person, or I was an irresponsible. I ain't gonna say horrible. I was an irresponsible person, but I'm connected to responsible people. Then this is I'll be good in this circle. But don't get me wrong, Joe. I get what you're saying, but you know, I think it's just a little bit bigger than just letting people know that with a bad credit score, you ain't getting nowhere. I think that's obvious. With a bad credit score, you ain't getting nowhere. With a good credit score, you're gonna get further.
Right.
That's not true, and I don't believe that.
Shit.
Great credit score don't mean you're gonna be great in life. That doesn't mean that.
It ain't straight to the point like that. Of
It
course,
doesn't. It doesn't mean that. If you
we ain't
can't,
saying.
you just said, Slugs. What you just said is, if you got bad credit score, you can't walk into Wells Fargo and get nothing. But if you can't walk into Wells Fargo with a good credit score and don't have an annual income, you're not gonna get shit from them then either.
But
So we gotta stop
you
acting like
putting
it don't
more
go
shit
hand in
on it.
hand.
You saying and don't have an annual income. That's
You
putting
you
more
know
shit on it.
you're
If
not
you
getting what I'm saying, Slugs. Like we asking what is more important. I'm not putting more shit on it. What I'm doing is talking about the topic at hand, Slugs.
you putting
The
more shit
topic.
on the
No, I'm not.
scenario. On the
No, I'm not.
scenario, you said
How am I?
I
How?
didn't because I didn't say anything about not having the annual income.
No,
That's
no, no, no.
that's
You
putting
said no.
something
That's
else
what
on
I
it.
said. That's what I
Yeah.
said, Slugs.
Okay. Yeah. You putting more on it. I'm saying if you
No, I'm.
have a bad credit score, you can't walk in Wells Fargo and get nothing. That's obvious. If you
Okay, you're
have a bad
absolutely
credit
right.
score, you can't walk into a car lot and get the car you want.
You're
That's
absolutely right.
obvious.
You're
So, but
absolutely right.
if you have a good credit score, you
Without
definitely have a
income,
better chance. That there
without
we go.
income,
But if you have a bad credit score without income, if you
slugs.
have a
What I'm slugs. What I'm trying to get you to see is we're comparing cash against credit. We're not comparing credit against nothing. You're comparing credit against nothing. If you walk into a bank with cash but no credit, you don't need to walk in the bank. You got cash. What are you going to get a loan for? But if you walk into a bank with no credit, with great credit, with no cash, they're going to turn you the fuck around. It's just that simple. Ain't
Whoa,
no,
whoa,
ain't,
whoa,
ain't,
that's not right
ain't,
though.
whoa.
I
ain't
don't agree.
no bank, ain't no bank is out here. It's going to give you a loan without annually income to pay them back. No bank is doing that.
Joe, you keep confusing
In-
annual income and
income.
money in the bank.
That is cash, bro. That's cash.
Brother,
You,
brother,
hey,
you
hey,
just have to display the ability to pay
I,
it
bro.
back.
Bro. Man. Bro.
You have to display the ability to pay it
So,
back,
so
which
you,
is
so
your
you tell,
paycheck.
so you telling me if you go get a house, you could just put down you make $250,000 and they're not gonna look into it.
Joe,
That's what you're telling me. You
He
telling
didn't
me
say that.
if
I
you
ain't hear
went
him
to
say
no,
that.
if you no, he
that's
just said if you went to get something to bank, all you got to do is display your income. That's what he said. Meaning they not gonna look into it. What I'm telling you is
I did
if
not
you go,
say display of income.
what
I
did you
said
say?
display the ability to pay the loan.
Income, right? What
It
what
can't be any income. It can't be any income because
what
any
what what
income ain't gonna qualify.
no, what I'm telling you is you have to show a way to pay the money back, meaning a income, some money to show them that you can pay them back, correct?
Yeah, the check stuff.
So what? So that is the cash part of the question. You need cash to have good credit. You don't need good credit. You can't. You don't need good credit to get cash. That's why I say cash is better. You can have all the credit in the world. If you ain't got no way, no money to pay it back, you're just going to have bad credit. So
Okay.
so when they say king, cash is king, when it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, you can't pay bills with fucking good credit and no money coming in, but you could pay bills without fucking credit.
I agree.
So look, let me get back to Danita. Danita, you asked me a long time ago what I was eating. I'm eating grapes. But I want to put this comment on that Danita has said. She said, I have a friend who says his bank will work with him with bad credit because he makes weekly deposits as a truck driver. Okay. I didn't say I never said whether or not would someone work with you. I highlighted who would get the better interest rates on the loans or the mortgage because yeah, they're gonna work with Buddy, but they smacking his goofy ass over the head every week with double and triple the interest rate of. They love to see the people with the bad credit come because that means
Yeah, because they're gonna double that. Yeah, they're gonna double the product. They're gonna whatever the product is, they're gonna double that shit.
Now, if
right.
you pay that motherfucker off early,
There you
No,
go.
Joe,
There you go.
no,
Right
no,
there.
no. That don't do it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, pay it off early. You owe somebody $100 and pay it off early. Yeah, but when you owe a big ass mortgage, be for real. You're not paying. They charging you interest on that every month.
okay, but D'Angelo, this what you see. This is what I hate. What you're doing, right? And you're basically trying to move through the cracks to make your point, right?
No, I'm
You
not.
have
I'm just
listen,
being
listen,
logical.
listen to what I'm saying. You have to understand when you say cash, you have to put the person that's on the other side of good credit with the cash advantage. You can't tell me I have a 540 credit score, but you have a 580 credit score, but we both make the same money. Do you understand that? You have to give me the advantage just like you got the advantage. You're going to get the low
No,
interest rate, but I got the money, right? Correct?
you,
You you
Joe,
you can't you
you
listen to
keep
me. You can't what I am telling you is you can't tell me like okay, let me ask you this. Let me give you a scenario then, right?
yeah.
Let me give you a scenario.
Let's do it.
Let's say you got an 850 credit score,
Yep.
right?
Okay.
I got a 580, right? I got
Okay.
a that means we both in line to get a house, right?
Mm-hmm.
We both go look, but I make 200,000, you make 50.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because that's equivalent. A 500 in credit score, 850, that's top of the line. Now, fucking goddamn it, 580, that's damn near bottom of the barrel, right? So
Right.
we gonna give me a basic a significant amount of money more than you. So I make 200,000, you make 50 75,000 a year, right?
Yeah.
We both go try to get a 400,000 house. Who getting that house?
We both gonna get the house, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it cheaper than you.
Get the with you gonna get a $400,000 house showing a $75,000 a year income. They gonna give you that house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, they would. With that credit score, hell yeah.
Are you crazy, Joe? What's
They
wrong with
is
you?
not finna give the he can't even cover the house.
What, Joe? What are you
75. The
75
talking
house,
about?
the house only 400. What you say?
70
$400,000.
a $400,000 house you paying about 3,000 a month. That's not including insurance, taxes and everything.
See, you know what? You looking at
A bank is
somebody,
going to look at that. A bank is
Joe.
going to say, you got to show a better income than this. What
Hey, hey,
what bank will finance you a $400,000 house and you bring home $75,000 a year?
hey, Joe. Look, check it out. You got this. Sometimes, Joe, like I ain't trying to. You got to trust me on this, bro. I'm trust me that I'm right, bro. You
All right,
wrong.
bro.
You don't.
All right,
You know
bro.
what I'm
You got
saying?
it, bro. You
You
got it.
wrong because you're not making no sense. I
Okay.
have I have shown the ability over the course of time. I am the safest bet to
But
pay that motherfucking money back
the bank would rather roll a dice
with me.
on D'Angelo because that's where they're gonna get their money back. A nigga with a lower that's why I understand when you say your name, and you compare your name to credit
How's you how
because
you gonna get money back when you can't even show a way to pay it back?
you got $75,000 annually.
You think
And,
you could you think you got
no, this is how you showing it how to pay it back by your damn credit score and your credit
oh
report.
my
It ain't
hey
even about your score
hey
really. It's
hey
about
hey,
your report. It's
hey
about your credit
slugs.
report. You have when you have a good credit score and no report under the credit score, no, they ain't fucking with you. But when you have shown time after time with different loans, different banks that you are in good standing, you are paid off, paid in full. When you show over the course of 2 years that you've been paying this on time every month. This is what builds your character and builds trust that okay, I can fuck with dude because he might be in debt, but he's gonna pay me my money every fucking month on time because he done did it. I'm looking at his credit
For
report
20 years.
and he done did it over and over and over. So I trust that he will do it because he's doing it versus someone with a 580 and his report saying negative, in debt. Debt to rate his debt to income ratio is high. Like he is not trustworthy. His character show that even though he make $200,000 a year, he is a poor manager, and I can't trust that I'm gonna get my money back if I give him this money. This is what these people look at, these institutions look at when it comes to this credit. They look at it's obvious. What the fuck you do? If somebody came to you that wasn't trustworthy, wasn't reliable, but they got a pocket full of money, and they saying, "Hey man, let me get $1,000." Nigga, your track record show you ain't gonna. I don't give a fuck how much money you got in your pocket right now. Your track record shows that you ain't gonna give me my money back versus dude who only got $50 in his pocket, and every time somebody then gave him 100, 1,000, he end up paying it back. So I would rather, as a person, as a man, I would rather give my money to the nigga that, or give a loan to the person that don't have that much money, but he shows he can pay it back versus the person who have a lot of money and don't show that. This is your credit report. This is what your report shows.
Once again, you going to the streets. Like why is we study resorting
I'm
back to
putting
the
in a
streets, bro?
I'm putting in a simple
But
form, bro. I'm not
that's not
going
what
to
we're
no
talking
street.
about, bro.
It is what we
You
talking
can't
about. Broaden
slugs, you
your mind
can't
up,
use
bro.
that.
Yes, I could
Slug, you
use
can't
it.
use
It's
that,
just
slugs.
simple. It's simple
It's
as
not the
that, bro.
same thing, bro. It's not the
When
same
you
thing,
break it
slugs.
down, Joe, just because you can't connect the dots, D'Angelo, did you just connect the dots that I just explained?
Absolutely.
So, Joe, just because you can't connect the
Oh my
dots
god,
don't
bro.
mean that it don't match up. You just
You
gotta broaden
cannot
your mind, bro.
you
It ain't got nothing to do
cannot
with the streets. What I just
keep
said
on
ain't got nothing to do with the
using
streets.
you cannot keep on using what a everyday person do in his everyday life to a corporate company running your credit. It's not
Joe,
the
I
same. You
compared
can't look
credit,
you can't
credit
compare them.
report, bro. I repair.
You can't compare them
How come I can't compare them, Joe?
because you can't.
Joe, let me ask you something. How can I not? What is your credit report?
Oh,
It's a report of your character.
oh
Right
my
or wrong?
god, bro.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah, you
is
got it,
your
bro.
credit report a report of your credit or
It's
your
your name.
character?
Your credit report is your name in systematic form, bro.
Oh my god, man.
Is it
Y'all
not,
got
Joe?
it,
You
bro.
keep saying, "Oh my
This
God."
is because this is pointless. We study talking about what we do in the fucking what we do on an everyday life to a friend or to somebody we don't know, and you money laundering, you being a loan shark or something, compared to a corporate entity. You can't do that. It's not the same. That's why a lot of people go places and they try to use cash because you can't go off of your fucking name. It's what your credit is. Your credit have nothing to do with what your name say you are. Your credit is a report of how you pay your fucking bills. That's it. You could be a good man, the best dude in the fucking world, but have a 540 credit score and ain't no the fucking corporate world ain't gonna fuck with you. But you could go out here and get me to loan you some. Yeah, you a good dude. Yeah, I'll look out for you. That have nothing to do with your credit. Can we stop trying to parallel the fucking two? It's not the same. It's
It's
not.
exact. In your opinion, Joe.
It's
Let's
the
just bring
same.
it down a little bit.
Like
Let's just bring it
Joe,
down a little
like
bit.
Jeff saying, it's
In
the same principles.
in your opinion, Joe, it's not the same, bro.
Bro,
But in my
hey bro,
opinion,
can hey look,
Joe. In your opinion, it is not the same, bro. In my opinion, it is the exact same.
Look, we can't keep on coming on here saying we trying to educate people, but we coming up with these scenarios that don't make sense in the fucking world of humans. It doesn't. Your logic of a motherfucker having a good name in the streets have shit to do with a person trying to get a fucking house or a person trying to go get a fucking car. That have nothing to do with that. Stop
Joe,
bringing these comparisons up, bro,
calm down a
because
little bit, Joe. Joe,
listen,
could
it's
you
stop
calm down a
bringing,
little bit,
listen,
bro?
hey,
I'm
look,
asking, could you calm down a little bit,
we
bro?
gotta stop bringing up these comparisons because it take us off the conversation. The
No, Joe,
conversation is
you
about
can't.
credit and cash, bro.
Joe,
Credit
here's
and
the dilemma.
cash.
Here's the dilemma, Joe. You can't connect the dots. It is not the exact same thing, but like Jeff just said, the principles are the exact same, bro. Just because I'm talking about the streets or what happened on an average basis between two individuals, and we talking about corporate, called an analogy, bro. That's all it is. It's called me dumbing down the situation for people who don't understand the corporate, but they can understand street logic. They can understand reality. So if I can bring up this analogy and I can show them, hey, it's like this. They a light bulb will clip. Oh, it's like that. So the principles are the same. The corporate people and the business shit, no, they ain't the same. But the principles, the things that the corporate people go off of when it comes to credit in your name, it's the same thing that you as a person will go off of when it comes to you loaning somebody else some money.
No, it won't.
Hey, shout out True Grizzly Fan 22. Hit that
Not
subscribe
me.
for us, brother.
I don't. If I operated like a corporate business, not a motherfucker. None of my friends get a fucking dollar from me.
Because they
None
got
of them.
because they
because
got bad
because
credit, my
no,
nigga.
because they got exactly because they have bad credit. But guess what? They are
Well,
some good
hold on.
fucking.
Don't
But
go
they are
farther.
some good fucking human beings, and they got a good name. But they have
No.
a good name, so I can't use street logic and corporate America logic. You can't. You
So
know why?
if you say
That's
they
it.
have a
Wait,
good
let
name,
me say this. Let me say this. That's exactly why D'Angelo don't like Jay-Z. That's why a lot of motherfuckers don't like 50 Cent. That's why a lot of motherfuckers don't like Puff Daddy because they figured when they figured out when they got a lot of money, you cannot operate like it's the fucking streets. You got to treat motherfuckers like it's a corporate business. And people don't like when black people get on fucking national TV and say shit like, fuck that. I ain't going back there. I'm taking my money over here. You know why? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers in the hood that think like y'all. That think, oh, just because I'm your friend and I can pay you back in a fucking 3 months, you should loan me money. Forget what my credit line is. No, it don't work like that. That ain't how corporate America work. No matter how you try to make it work like that, it doesn't.
I think we're gonna keep going in circles. But okay, I digress. I understand the logic behind what I'm saying. What up, Lee? I understand the logic behind what I'm saying. Um, let's get there.
Hey,
Let's
hey,
get
slugs, hey,
your opinion.
slugs. I'm not, hey, slugs. I'm not telling you I don't understand the street logic of what you're saying. But when you start off with saying let's educate some people and then bring up street knowledge, that is not educating, bro. That is breaking down street knowledge. You trying to teach people, you trying to we
Joe,
neither one of
Joe,
let me
Joe.
finish, bro. Let me finish. I'm not telling you that I don't I just slugs. I'm from the streets. I know exactly what you're saying. But when you start off by saying, oh, let's educate, and like I told you earlier, you say let's educate, but then say you could doggone falsify some check stubs. Oh, you can make this and make this to make your credit.
I
Like
didn't
you
say
can't.
that,
We
bro.
can't
Oh
educate
my God.
people with this stuff.
Joe,
Slugs, you did
Joe,
say that.
Joe, just because you can't connect the dots don't mean everybody else can. That's all I'm gonna say, bro.
All right, bro.
You
I'm not
might, you
telling
might,
you I
you
can't
might
connect
think.
the
Listen,
dots.
you are telling me you can't connect the dots if you saying they're not the same. If
I'm
D'Angelo
telling you,
just sat here, if D'Angelo just sat here and said, "Yo, I understand what you're saying," but you say, "Nah, they ain't the same," then somebody is not understanding. Am I right or wrong?
But
Leon.
he can understand and disagree at the same time.
Leon,
It
Leon.
ain't
I want
about
to ask you.
disagreeing.
Hey,
We
Leon,
could.
I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a quick question, Leon. Do street
Wait,
logic
hey,
and
Joe, before you
corporate
ask that
America
question,
operate
Joe,
the same?
hold
Go
on,
ahead.
Joe, before you ask that question. Hey, Lee,
Lead.
No,
Danita want to say hey, bro.
huh?
Danita want to say hi.
What up, Danita?
Go ahead.
Why
Go
you
ahead, Joe.
why you say
Okay.
that?
What
I
what
mean, she said, "Hey, Leon, bro, you ain't paying attention."
Oh no, I ain't see it. I ain't see it, bro.
All right,
what
go.
what my argument, Leon, is we was having a discussion about credit and cash, which you know what the topic is, right?
Yeah.
And Slugs is bringing up the fact that you could basically use street logic with the corporate world and credit. It works the same. Like if you out here in the street, your name is just as good even though your credit is bad. And I'm trying to tell him you can't link those two together because that is not how corporate America works. Just because you got a good name, they don't give a fuck about your name. In the streets, yes, your name matters. Your name matters with cash. You absolutely right. But the streets don't run your credit report, bro. Corporate America do. So you telling somebody, oh, when you get out here, you could operate the same as you do in the streets. If a nigga name is good, you could give him a loan out here in corporate America because this is how they going to operate. They a good dude. They got money. They can give it back. No, you lose money like that in corporate America, and that's why
Now,
they
if
don't
you ask
operate
him a
like that, bro.
question, if you ask him a question, or you
Yeah,
telling
I'm,
him
I'm,
something.
I'm, 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 I'm telling. Okay, I was telling him. I was explaining to him where I was coming from, and asking him, "Do you agree that corporate America and street logic is basically parallel to each other?"
No. I without everything that everything that Joe said, I agree with. I think streets and corporate America is two different fucking things.
Okay, now Leon. Now he gave it to you from his perspective of his understanding and comprehension of what I was saying. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
his whole perspective and his whole comprehension is all the way off. I'm
Okay,
not.
go ahead. Explain.
I never said corporate America and streets are exactly the same. When we talked about your name, right? We talked
Uh-huh.
about comparing your name to your credit. So your name is your credit. They are the same thing that we were saying, right? Corporate
Okay.
America looks at your name, and your name within this credit report, it shows your character. It shows, are you reliable? Are you responsible? Will you pay me back? Okay. In
Uh-huh.
the streets, your name is our experience, which means if I borrowed you money before, are you reliable? Will you pay it back? Okay. If you got bad credit, meaning
I see what you're saying.
that's
I
all
understand what you're saying.
that you see how
I understand
quick
what you're saying.
you got that. He is not
Yeah,
connecting them
it's
dots.
like if I got you. So it's like if I borrow money from you 5 times and I paid you back all 5 times, I'm a reliable borrower. So you're gonna give me money every time I ask because you know that I'm gonna pay you back.
Ding, ding,
Exactly.
ding.
And then with the
Exactly.
right, right. I got you. 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 I
So
got you.
when he say you can't compare the two, all I'm doing is putting the shit in the analogy for the people who can't really understand
Yeah,
what corporate
you
do.
try to yeah, in layman's terms, you try to dumb it down. That's it. I got you. I got you.
It's
I got
called a parable, bro. That's all it is a parable. I'm not saying that when you in the streets that this is how you gotta be. I'm not saying all that shit that Joe's saying. All I'm saying is trying to get people who really can't understand the corporate side of things, but understand the average human life side of things. This is what you can compare it to, so you will know what they're looking at on your credit score.
you. I got
You would know why you getting denied. Cause you didn't had these loans, nigga, that you never paid back.
you. Right,
But
exactly.
if you change that up and you pay these loans back, your credit start to go up, your profile start to go up, your reliability start to go up, and now they are more lenient towards borrowing you something that you're looking for because they see on your profile that you worth it. I can gamble on you. That's
Right.
all I was saying.
And
So
I
I
and,
got
and I
I
told
got
y'all I totally disagree with that. I totally disagree. I don't think corporate America look at you like that. I think corporate America look at how is you going to get it. Corporate America don't look at just your credit without an annual income. That's what I
yeah,
said. I've
they
been
look at
said
the
that.
income too. Yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
look at your
They want your
income
bank
ratio.
statements and
They
shit
want your
like that.
bank
Yeah.
statement and want to know how you're going to pay me back. It doesn't go just off of your name. And that's why I keep telling y'all, we can't, when we're talking about this cash versus credit thing, y'all keep on trying to talk about one side of the ballpark. You can't put on one side of the ballpark, the credit man got everything to do with bad credit have, but you want me to choose between the two. You
So
have to give,
can I reiterate the point like that you made when
what you mean?
you said that if a person has the 850 credit score and makes 75,000, and then you have a person with the 500 and some credit score that makes 250,000, you said the bank is going to give the person with the $250,000 and a 500 credit score the loan first. You said that.
No, that's not what I said.
You did say that, bro.
I did not say that.
Joe,
Wait,
you
what he say?
said
What
that.
he say? D, say that again.
He said
You're
that
gonna tell me what I said when I could
Hold
tell
on,
Leon
hold
what I
on, hold
said.
on, Joe. Hold on, Joe. Go
You
ahead,
want me
go
to
ahead,
tell
Joe.
you what I
everybody in the
said?
look,
Do
hold
you
on.
want me to tell you what I said? You
Everybody,
want me?
listen. Hold on,
Do
Joe.
you want me to
Everybody in the
tell him
comments.
what I
Hold
said?
on,
Hold
Joe.
on,
Hold
Joe.
on.
Everybody in the comments. If Joe put yes in the comment if that's what Joe said, and let me
I
repeat it.
could say what I said. God
Let me
damn, what are we
repeat it.
doing
Hold,
here?
Joe,
Let me
hold
repeat it.
on, bro. Hold on.
What am
Just
I
let me
holding
repeat it.
on about? I can say what I said.
Say it. What you say, Joe?
God damn, what are we going all this back and forth for? Trying to prove a motherfucker wrong.
Nigga, go ahead, my nigga.
Podcast. This is what I said. This is what I said, Leon. I said if a
Hit the chat,
man,
y'all. Go
I
ahead,
said
Joe.
of a man, I said of a man that make $250,000 with a 580 credit score, and a man makes $75,000 but have a 850 credit score. Who's going to get the house? I didn't say who's going to get it first. I said, why would a bank give a loan to somebody for a $400,000 house that makes $75,000 a year? That's
That's
what
my
I
point.
said.
That's the same thing.
No, I didn't say first. I said he's not going to get it.
So, and then you wrong about that.
Okay. Okay.
That's the point. You're wrong. You 100% wrong. The person with the $75,000 that makes $75,000 in a 20-year track record of paying their bills on time and not late is going to get it before someone who's earns 250,000 and they don't pay their bills. You're gonna even you would, so you personally, you would lend the person with that has a bad track record of paying their bills or paying back what they owe before the person who done it over and over again. You would give, which one would you get a loan to, Joe?
Me personally,
Yeah.
I'm giving the money to the person that could show a track record. A person that could show me they could pay me my money back. That's who I'm giving the money to. I'm not giving the money to a motherfucker just because they got an 850 credit score. I'm not.
But
Why?
the
Just because you got a
850,
just because
when
you got
you
an
look at
850 credit
when you
score.
look at his
If I
credit, nigga, paying everything back.
no, yes, but you could have been making more money before then. So if I'm looking at your annual income and be like, okay, this house may cost you $4,000 a year, $4,000 a month. This house, $400,000 house. You make you grow $75,000. So that means you bringing home about 55. So that you're not going to be able to pay for this house. So why would I give you this loan?
Why would
Why?
you
Why
get?
would I give you this loan?
Hey,
Why?
hey, Joe.
Why would I give you this loan? Why? Let me ask you that, Leon. You're a business, right? You're a business, and what somebody's going to have to pay you a year is 48 40 wait yeah it's $48,000, but they bring home $55,000. This not including they got to take care of themselves, they got to gas, going to work, all this. They factor in this stuff, right? You'll give that person that loan. You will go in your bank and give that person that money, knowing that they can't pay for the house.
Is the other person reliable?
What you mean?
The
No,
other
no,
the,
no.
the two
They got
hundred
an
fifty
eight.
thousand dollar
No,
person.
no, no, no. I'm saying they have an 850 credit score. See, this is what we know. This is what we know. The
Okay.
250,000 dude, that the dude that makes $250,000, he's going to get the house. His interest rate may be crazy. He might have a 7% interest rate. He may pay more for the house, but we know he's getting this house because he can afford it.
Right, but how long has he been making $250,000?
That matters too. They look at
Right, that's
all
what
of
I'm
this.
saying. You
But but
asking
but
questions
but
about
but
the
but
seventy
but but
five
but, but
thousand
Leon,
motherfucker.
but Leon, this is what I'm telling you. All of this stuff plays a part into getting a loan from a bank. Am I right or wrong?
Right, you right, you right,
That's
you
all
right.
I'm saying. So, and what I'm trying to tell them is, D'Angelo tried to give me a scenario as the dude got a 580 credit score. And he got $100,000 in the bank, but he make $100,000 a year. Then the other guy got $20,000 in the bank, got an 850 credit score, but he make $100,000 a year. I'm going to go with the dude with the dog that got the $20,000 in the bank, because when they look at the income, the annually income, it's the same, but my credit score is better. You think they give a fuck about what you got put up? They
Yeah,
don't even
nigga.
know you, bro. Ain't no bank give a fuck about your savings account.
Yes, they want to know what's in your account, my nigga. I promise you they do.
They need you to have a certain amount in your
And
account for on closing
yes,
day,
that's what
right?
I'm saying. They
That's
need
a
you to
no, Leon.
listen,
That's on
listen,
closing. They don't care how you
listen.
get that, Leon.
If you listen, bro,
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to tell you. They want to know what's in your account. And this is after you pay for the motherfucking down payment. They want to know what's in your
Yeah,
account, bro. I just went through it 6 years ago.
No,
that's
I'm
true.
not
They want to
saying
know
that,
what
Leon.
what you
I'm not
make and
saying
what's
that.
in your account.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm telling you, what I'm telling him is banks don't just give out money to people that can't pay it back. You
We
have
all
to
we
show a
all know
way.
that.
That's all I'm telling him. That's all I'm saying. So a dude with $250,000, Leon, with a 580 credit score, he's going to get that house because he can show he can pay it back. Annually income, he can afford this house. That means, yes, if I might have a high interest rate, but I could pay for this house.
Hey, you got a good point on the screen from True Grizzly Fan 22, Joe. He say, poor credit tells you that he's in debt. He's not. You're not calculating the debt to income ratio. Bank's
That's
going to see. The bank is going to see if you can pay me back, especially if you owe other institutions. So that's true. Somebody who's making $250,000 and has bad credit, he would have to be in pretty bad debt too.
that's not, but that's not what we're talking about. See, y'all study trying to bring up top points that we're not even talking about.
What you mean?
I
That's the
look,
that's
no,
the
no,
thing that they
no,
look at though.
Leon, I understand that I'm going to get a high interest rate based off my credit. If
Joe,
I went, if you went, look, if you went to get a, like you went, let's just say you went to get a house, right, Leon? You got a 580 credit score. Or let's just say you go get it, you trying to go get a car, right? If you got bad credit, they're gonna tell you we can put you in this car, but you need a big down payment. You need a big down payment, or you gonna have to
Or
go
the
get a
condo
co-signer.
gonna be a
Right,
cosigner. The condo gonna
right,
be high.
or the kind gonna be, or you gonna have to go get a cosigner. This is what they tell you. You gonna
Yeah.
have to go get somebody with good credit, with showing your income and their income, so they will know you could pay this back. Correct? But
Right.
you could get the car with bad credit if you get them a big down payment, right? So we know cash can do that. Correct? We know cash can do that at least, right? What I'm telling you about credit is if you go somewhere with a 850 credit score, but you don't have an annual income or something to show that you can pay it back, is you getting it?
Joe, we're not speaking to people who can't afford to pay it. That's not the point. That's not the question. The ability to pay for this has already been verified. We already know that both of these two people can afford to pay the mortgage or the car note or whatever, however you want to do it. We know that they got the qualifying income to apply, bro.
Okay, I understand that. But do you okay, so do
So
you understand?
if
Wait, wait,
both of
wait.
them have the ability to pay for it, then that's when they go off of the credit score.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
Leon,
So they're
but
gonna go with the nigga who got the highest credit score, which is the 850.
oh my God, bro. Hey, Leon, do you understand what I'm saying? I understand what D'Angelo is saying. But when you give an advantage to the guy with the credit, if we're choosing between cash and credit, you have to give an advantage to both sides, correct? If I
Right.
have an 850 credit score and you have a 580, you can't give both of them the same amount of money coming in. It doesn't work like that. That means you're taking something from the dude with bad credit. You're not taking nothing from the guy with what's the name. You're trying to say, oh, of course, I take better credit if we make the same amount of money. It doesn't work like that. When you're choosing between the two, both of them cannot equal up. They cannot be on the same level. And
Okay.
then you
We
give a
gave
man
you
with
that.
good credit.
We gave you that. That's
So
why you
so so
said.
so, so
That's why
don't
you said
no, no,
one makes 200 and some thousand, and the other one makes 75. You
exa-
separated them already. That's the difference.
exactly. So, like I just said to Leon, if you can't prove that you can pay for it, you said, Joe, we're not talking about that. We verified already that they can afford it. That
They
means you're
both.
giving them you that means you're giving the guy with the good credit verifiable cash. You can't do that if you're giving me bad credit to have a high interest rate. Do you get what I'm saying, Slugs?
We're not talking about cash though, Joe. You asked for. We talking about annual salary. We
And the credit
passed the
score.
cash. You took that away. You took cash away, and then you
No,
replaced. Joe, listen. You took cash away and you replaced it with a guy. One guy making 250,000 and one guy making 70,000 a year. You removed cash in the bank away from it, and you put that. And when you done that, that only further solidify our point.
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because I asked Leon a question and he have yet to answer it.
It's
What
time for
Like
you.
question?
Leon, what I just asked you, if you a bank and somebody makes and their mortgage is going to be $4,000 a month and they gross $75,000. That means they probably bring in about 58, right? 58, 55 a year, right? Would you
Wait,
give
wait,
them
wait,
that
wait, wait,
loan?
wait, wait, wait.
They
You
say you
said that,
changing your argument, bro.
wait,
He
I'm
is
wait.
not.
You
changing it,
said
bro.
you said the 70,000 is making what a month?
Listen to me, Leon. If you got two guys, right? Let's say you got two guys. You got door A and door B, right? Because we're going to compare credit to cash, right? So one of them you have to give an advantage, which is the credit. That man got an 850 credit score over here, right? The guy that got the cash advantage is his income. His income is 250, but he got a 580, right? This guy makes 75 a year, but he got a 850. You with me out right here, Leon? That's gross. So how much is they bringing in annually? They bringing in about bringing into the house because banks factor this. They factor this stuff. If you make $75,000, they're going to look at, okay, so that means you're bringing in about what, 55, 56? Your mortgage is going to be $48,000 a year. If you're a bank, Leon, and somebody is bringing home 55 to 56,000, but the mortgage you're giving them is going to be 48,000 a year, would you approve them?
Bro, you confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, man. He throwing a lot of different
You
things into
did,
him.
bro.
Talking about the
Bro.
I'm lost, my nigga.
Listen, Leon. Okay,
Joe,
you
it's
do.
time for you. It's time
just
for you.
make it simple, bro.
All
Why
right,
you
bro.
gotta go?
I'm
Why?
making it simple. I'm making it simple. Y'all, if y'all let me talk to Leon, because y'all obviously don't want to understand.
You not
Well,
you not
Leon,
making it simple because
Leon don't understand
I
this
don't
shit.
understand what you were saying.
Leon, listen to me. I'm
Hey,
telling
hey, hey,
you.
look,
Go ahead.
how much, how much does each of them have in the bank right now?
They don't have nothing in the bank. We already said that they don't have cash put
Well,
up.
why the hell would I give it to either one of them if they don't have cash? And even they look at that, bro. They look at how much you have in the bank right now.
Okay. The $75,000. The dude that makes $75,000 got 20,000.
Now you changing the argument
No,
now
this
again,
was
you
this was
asked him to change it,
D'Angelo.
though, Lee.
huh?
You asked him to change it. You
You
just asked him
asking
to
me to
change it.
change it. I'm
But
giving
he
you the
just said
scenario.
no though.
I'm giving you the scenario of what you want. I'm trying to get you to choose. Okay, all I'm asking you
But
is,
you
look, look,
not.
look. Do you think a bank would approve you for a $400,000 loan when you bring home $55,000 a year?
A $400,000 loan
Yes,
and I bring home $55,000 a year?
yes.
Nah, bro, I'm not making that much.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm
But
telling D'Angelo what I'm
that's a
telling
stretch, though, man.
D'Angelo.
That's
What
a
I'm
stretch. That
is,
is.
but
Right.
wait.
You
How is
just
it a
changed it from
stretch?
75,000 to
No,
55,000.
no, Leon, because if you're talking about gross, a person, if you bring it home to 75,000, that means you bring it home like 56, right? Am I right or wrong?
I mean, we
So,
have to
so we just
calculate
not
that. I
paying
don't know.
taxes? We not paying taxes? I thought we was talking about real America. Because if we're trying to help people,
Bro,
we got
you
to be real.
okay,
Okay,
listen,
so
listen,
make it
listen.
realistic. Ain't
Hold
nobody
on,
making
hold
seventy-five
on,
thousand
Flood.
dollars a year gonna be
Joe,
going for a $400,000 loan.
Joe, you're
So
not
break it down to a two hundred
right.
thousand
No,
Like
dollar
no,
loan.
no, no,
400,000 or
slugs.
55,000
Hey,
motherfuckers not getting
hey,
that.
hey, hey, slugs, he gave me the example for 400,000.
Who?
But what D'Angelo said, let's stick to a $400,000 house. What I'm trying to get y'all to see is, all I'm
But you
saying is
added the
this.
salary, though.
This
You
because all I'm saying is you cannot give the credit man an advantage over the man with a low credit score.
And
But
I
then
agree with you on that. I
but on
agree.
the cash side, we both make the same amount of money. That
I
don't make
agree.
sense. How? Why would I even? What? I will be to be like, yeah, I'm gonna take the cash and not take That's dumb. That's not a
We got
realistic thing.
Joe. I believe like the first 20 to 30 minutes into the podcast, we got past that point because we understood that. I pointed that out. Like we gotta balance out the equation. So we got you on that. 100% got you on that. You gotta balance out the equation. So when it came to the example that D'Angelo gave first, we straightened that out and we balanced that out. So now we ain't gotta go back
He's
to
a
that
fact.
scenario because we fixed that scenario. So now the new scenario is given the person that got an 800 credit score and a person that got the 500 credit score. The person that got the 500 credit score, he got more cash than the person that got the 800 credit score. The 800 credit score got less cash. That's the balance.
Right,
We ain't got to put a number on it at all. The person who got the 800 credit score got less money. And the person that got the 500 credit score got more money. That's the point,
right.
right?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. So I'm
Okay,
saying, dependent if you're going out, if y'all going out for the same loan, which who's going to be able to get the biggest loan? Who's
Not
going to
the
be able to get
biggest.
approved for the?
We can't be the, it can't be the biggest. It has to be a specific house with two different people going for it.
Wait, no, no, no. What, because if you go on interest rate, that helps the credit man. But if I'm going bigger loan, that helps the man with the most money. So what are you going
Joe,
for?
Joe, but the bank is going to choose the most. They ain't really, they'll give somebody a loan, but they initial, if it's two people competing for one thing, they're gonna go with the person with the who has the track record of paying them back. They're gonna
Exactly.
they're gonna
No,
go with
they're going to go with the person who can pay them back, not the
no,
person that the track. Because we all
no.
know a person with bad credit could get. If you got bad credit and you got money, you can get shit. If you got good credit and you don't got money, you're not getting shit.
we ain't, but we talking about if you got bad credit and you got bad track record, and you got good credit and you got a good track record. This is what we saying. The analogy between the credit and track record. The credit defines your track record. If you got good credit, it's good chance that you have a good track record of paying people back. If you got bad credit, it's a good chance that your track record ain't good. So the bank was going to go with the person with the good credit over the person with the bad credit, no matter how much money they got because of the track record.
See, here you go again. That's a lie. That
Mhm.
is a lie. That is a lie. Because y'all just said, why is somebody going to go for a 400,000 loan if they only make 70, if they only bring here 55, 6,000? If you making money and you got a good track record, you just said no matter what money you got, they should give you the loan, correct?
Man, no, man, you confusing everything, Joe. I'ma
No,
just be
no.
quiet, bro. I did not
Bec-
say that, bro. You because
so what did you say?
when you just start to throw money in there, like when you said 400,000 and 50,000 a year, now we changing the whole scenario again, bro.
No, we're not. Slugs. This is all I'm trying to do. This is all I'm trying to get y'all to see. If you're telling me to choose between the two of cash and credit, you have to give me an advantage on the cash side. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to pick the credit. You get what I'm saying, Slugs?
Yes, I get you
That's all I'm
100% on
saying.
that. That's I get you
If
100% on that.
if you give me the advantage with cash, I'm taking cash. But if you balance the equation out with the dude with the good credit, I'm going to go with the good credit.
And we
You
got you
can.
on that.
That's all I'm saying.
We got you on
That's
that. We
all I'm saying.
100% got you on that. I don't really think nobody. I know I don't disagree with you on that. I don't know if anybody else do. D'Angelo probably do, but that to me that's obvious. You know what I mean? We gonna go with cash. If we gonna go with the better suit. If you got more cash, we gonna go with you. If you got better credit, we gonna go. That's to me that's obvious.
And
You
that's
know.
all I'm saying, Slugs. That's all I'm saying, bro. If when we came on here, the topic was, what is better, cash or credit? Me and you both said cash, and D'Angelo gave us a scenario about two dudes that make the same amount of money, but the guy got better credit.
I
That's
don't
when I
think.
was like, you can't do that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think
That wasn't
Leon
my
had an
scenario.
opportunity. Go ahead, D'Angelo. What
Go
you
ahead,
saying?
D'Angelo.
That wasn't the scenario I gave. I didn't say both made the same amount of money or none of that. I said one had $100,000 cash, one had $20,000 cash. That was the very first thing I said.
Yeah,
I didn't bring
And
salary into it. You brought the salary into it.
exactly because I told because what I said, D'Angelo, was if 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 he can't pay, they don't. When you use credit, they go off of annually income. So if I make more money than you, then I'm going to take the bad credit. That was my point. My point is, as long as I have more money coming in than the guy with good credit, give me the money. That's what I'm saying. Give me the money.
True Grizzly. Man, shout out to True. Thanks for listening to you,
For sure.
bro, and commenting, man. We appreciate your support, bro. And I like this comment you just put up there, bro. We could simplify this shit. You know what I mean? Let's just simplify it. Get someone who want to apply for a credit card. One got an 800 credit score, one got a 500 credit score. Who you think gonna get the card first?
Exactly. The motherfucker with the 800 credit score.
Why?
Because he's proven he's like shit. He's like Amoco and shale gas. We've been using it for 300 years. You know what I'm saying? His reputation precedes him.
Okay. Now we can throw and do. I want to ask this to Leon because you probably said it. I was drifting.
What can I
Let's talk
can
on the
I
phone.
can I answer that question real quick? So can I ask T Grizzly a question?
Go ahead.
And ask D'Angelo a question before we move on to ask Leon something?
Go.
What type of credit card are we talking about? Are you talking about an 18-month interest-free credit? Yeah, the top credit score guy, he gonna get it. If you talking about, like D'Angelo just said, if you're talking about somebody that got a 850 credit score and you're looking for an 18-month interest-free, of course he gonna get it first. But if you're talking about somebody that's just starting off credit card, both of them gonna get it about the same time.
No, hey Joe, come on, you doing too much, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
See, this is
Joe,
see,
listen. No, hold on, Joe. Just listen for a second.
Go ahead, D'Angelo.
The person who's granting the credit, whether it's a bad credit card or a good credit card, if he had to pick one, he's giving it to the person with the best score. That's just the point blank of it. You can't.
But
that's Joe.
not what you asked, bro. That's
No,
not
that
what you
is.
asked.
He asked.
They both. It depends on where you're going.
Stipulations. He gave you his stipulations, and you want to add more.
I didn't add nothing on to it.
You did.
He said if they both apply for a credit card.
Go ahead, Joe.
You say what now?
Go ahead.
I said he asked if they both apply for a credit card, who's going to get it first? Ain't that what he said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And I said it depends on who he go with. Am I right or wrong about that, D'Angelo?
I think you're wrong.
I'm wrong about that?
I do.
I think you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because the key word in that whole sentence is first.
Okay. It depends on where you go.
He said who's gonna get it first.
It depends on where you go.
So
because let me explain something to you, Slug.
So he answered your question, Joe. He said you just said it depends on where you go. He said simple Walmart credit card.
See, a simple Walmart credit card, the dude with the 800 credit score might get it first. He might get it first.
He getting it first everywhere in America.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you know that's not true, D'Angelo. You know that's not true. You trying to make jokes and have jokes and giggles, but you know that ain't true. Because I guarantee you, it's a lot of people out here could go. There's people out here with a 540 credit score could go on Credit Karma right now and get a credit card just as fast as you, D'Angelo. Probably won't be the amount as you. It probably won't be with the bank that you get it from, but I guarantee they get a credit card just as fast as you.
Hey, look, check this out. True Grizzly said his last point. The person with the 509 credit score, the customer service rep gonna say, hold on 1 second, we need to do a credit review. The person with the 800 credit score is getting approved immediately. That's true. That's 100% true, bro.
I want to ask this to Leon. And I agree, true. But I want to ask you, Leon, what's your opinion about credit versus cash? It's one better than the other, or it's what's your opinion about these two?
Lee, you here? Lee ain't here right now.
Okay.
Jared say they both can get it. It'll have different interest rates. Yeah, they will. We're not disputing that, Jared, if they'll have different interest rates or if they both will get it. The question was who's getting it first.
y'all talking very base level. Like credit cards is anybody can get credit cards. And this is the crazy thing, bro. It be
Interest rates matter.
people that
Limits
think
matter.
credit is everything talk about dumbass shit that everybody can get credit cards. Like,
I
come
don't
on,
think
bro.
it's
We're
anything.
not talking about that shit. Like I just explained to you, and y'all just basically boast up my argument. And y'all said, hey Joe, well, you're not dumb, right? Ain't nobody gonna get nobody no money that ain't got the money to pay it back. And that's what I'm talking about. That's why what you bring in and what you make, which is cash. And I said at the beginning of the podcast, both of them go hand in hand. They 50-50. But if you had me to choose which one, give me cash all day. If you was a fuck, like I said, right, and I asked y'all both of this and y'all ain't answered it yet. If you was a foreigner and you came into this country with nothing, and America said you could have $500,000 or 850 credit score, what would you take?
It's
I
really
bet you
not.
T Grizzly. I bet you T Grizzly won't answer that.
It's really not a simple question, but to because it all depends on my goals, my knowledge, and what my plan is coming to America. If I
Cat.
if I'm fucked up and I came here to get away from the country I was in, 9 times out of 10, I'm going for the cat.
See, Slug,
If I came here and I wasn't fucked up in the country that I was in, but I came here with a plan to get my family straight, build me some tackles back in Honduras or wherever the fuck I come from, and I had a plan and I was knowledgeable about credit and I knew the routes to go. If I had a plan, I probably would let me get the 850 and build from there. I don't know, you know what I mean? But it just depends on the person and what type of circumstances and situation they in mentally. A lot of people, the obvious answer would be a 500. You talk about 500 bands, but
hey
that
Slug,
shit go
see,
fast, bro.
hey
Cash go
Slug,
fast.
see Slugs. I think you add in. I just asked you if you was a foreigner came here with nothing, you was bare. That means you don't have an annual income, you don't have nothing. That tells you what's more important in America. Because I will ask you this, Slugs, and I will ask you this, D'Angelo. Let's say let's just put it this way. What do America owe black people?
Reparations.
What with what and what do they say it is? 5 acres and a what?
A mule.
What
40
would
acres.
okay? So 40 acres and a mule, right?
Yeah.
Would you sell that land for cash or would you sell it for credit?
I wouldn't sell it at all.
Why? Because you can make what with it? You could get credit with it or you could get money with it.
I wouldn't sell it because it'll be my land that I ain't gotta pay taxes on. Man,
But you will have to pay taxes on it.
why
So
would
if
I?
I just asked you a basic
Everybody
Y'all
has to
think
question.
pay
y'all
taxes
think
on
Hey,
y'all
it.
think y'all think the Indian reserves pay taxes?
nope,
They don't
they don't.
own the land
They
either.
don't. They don't. But all I asked was a question. If you was to
Everybody pay
sell it,
taxes on
slugs,
land, Slug.
if you was to sell it, slugs, what would you sell it for?
I would sell it for cash. That's what
Or
you
would you
call it.
sell it for good
I would
credit?
sell it for
What
cash.
about you, D'Angelo? What would you sell it for, my good brother? And T Grizzly, I want you to answer that too. If America was to give us our 40 acres and a mule, what would you sell it for? An 850 credit score, or would you want cash for it?
So here's the thing,
Ah,
Joe.
see,
Hold on.
yeah.
Anything that you sell, you know what I'm saying, you're getting cash for. So you saying if I sell the lands, if I sell a hat, I'm gonna get cash for it.
Oh,
This does
okay.
hold on. This does nothing to validate your point.
Okay, so
Uh,
I got a different question to ask you then. Let's say America said, you know what, black people of America, we're going to grant you your wish. We're going to give you 40 acres and a mule, or we could give you a 850 credit score. D'Angelo, my brother, would you enlighten the people? What would you choose?
This nigga Joe funny as hell.
I'm
Just
gonna
want to know.
choose my
My
40 acres in the
enlighten,
mule.
no. Credit is king. Credit is everything.
No,
Don't
no,
take the.
no. No. Ownership is the king of
You
everything.
just told Slugs you don't own that land. You say you paying taxes on it. So
I
once
didn't
again,
say you didn't own the land. I said if you
if
own
you
land, you're gonna pay taxes on
Right,
it
you
for the
gotta.
rest of your life.
so that means you don't own it. That means you don't own it.
Oh
You
my.
told, hey Slugs, did
Hey
he
Joe,
or
Joe.
did he not earlier say you will never own your land? Did he or did he not say that, Slugs?
Yeah.
If you still have to
Thank
pay,
you.
listen. If you still have to pay if you still have to pay taxes on it, it's not right that you if you still paying taxes on it, technically, you're not owning it. But hold on. But on paper, you own it. You own the land, bro. Taxes is a law.
So
That's a law
wait.
that you can't get around.
So you just told us you want the land for ownership, but technically you don't own it, right? So
Hey,
you would
hey
take it,
Joe,
right?
that's
You
only in the sense of you saying if it's something that you constantly have to pay on for the rest of your life, you never really own it. But
okay?
you own, but you own the land, bro.
So if they gave you 40 acres and a mule, you going to take the land that you don't technically own, right?
I'm definitely gonna accept it.
No. Okay, why you? But what if they offered you an 850 credit score instead?
Joe, you like, let's be for real. Like, all bullshit aside, are you for real? You really believe, you really feel like what you saying is valid, a valid point?
When you picking one side or the other, you're picking one side or the other. There's no in between, right?
What do
So
you
what I'm
mean? Of
telling,
course, I'm
so
gonna
so
take the land.
why not take the credit score if your name is everything? America told you that credit is king. You live off other people's money. That ain't that what you told us?
Hey Joe, you're not making no sense, bro.
How am I not making sense in this? What you said?
Credit is only in, look, man. Like, here go True Grizzly. Credit is only a form of how much of a loan you can get. Like, this comparison is asinine, bro.
So why, if that's what credit is, you're taking credit over capital? Why?
The land is capital.
Meaning it turns into money, right? Am I
Joe,
right or wrong? Hey, Leon, do you understand the comparison?
hey
I'm
Joe,
Leon and
why
Slugs.
would
Do
I,
you
if
understand the
somebody,
comparison?
Joe, if somebody's gonna give me the choice of giving me something that I outright own,
Giving you capital,
or
giving
giving
you
me,
capital.
Joe, stop. If somebody's giving me the choice of, even though this would never happen, this whole scenario is stupid. But let me say this. If someone gave me the choice of, here go 40 acres and a mule, or you can have a 850 credit score, I'm going to take the 40 acres and a mule because I can touch that. A credit score is something in the universe. You know what I'm saying? That's it's all you. The land is already there, and that's already cash money right there. The land is cash because it's collateral. It's a whole bunch of different things with that.
So slugs. Hey slugs, can't you touch cash?
Slug in here, fool.
Hey Leon, can't you touch cash?
Yeah.
You and he just said the land you can touch, right? But credit you can't touch, right? So once again, why would you take credit over cash?
Who said that?
You
No, no.
tonight.
Wait. Look. That's different. That's a whole different scenario than what you're saying. You talking about land and ownership. That in itself is value. That's value. You can sell that.
To get cash, right?
You can put that. You can look. You can take equity out. That can turn into credit.
To get cash, right?
Joe,
Leon,
The
do you
land
understand what
can
I'm saying,
turn
Leon?
the land can turn into credit, bro.
Leon, do you understand what I'm saying?
What you trying to say, bro?
What I'm telling him is because he said cash is more important, right? So I asked
I
him,
didn't say that.
my good, my you
You
said
said that.
you said credit is more important. So I asked him, my good brother D'Angelo, if America was to come out and say, I'm gonna give you 40 acres and a mule or 850 credit score, the guy that says credit is more important should choose what, Leon?
The credit score.
You. You shouldn't choose the 40 acres and a mule. That's
Why
all I'm
would I,
saying.
why why would I not why would I not choose land that's
We
gonna
we are we going into a whole different
No, no,
yeah, because
scenario, bro.
I'm
Like
trying to
we weren't even talking about land at first.
no, Leon. The land is capital. What like it's money. It turns into money. This is what I asked them first. I said, if America gave you 40 acres and a mule, would you sell your land for credit or capital? They said, I'm not selling my land. I'm not selling it. This is what they said.
Okay.
And I'm telling them, so what if they said you could have 40 acres and a mule or credit? Which one would you choose? I'm just trying to prove that capital rules. He's trying to still stand on that side of the street that credit rules, but picking a capital. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
But we talking about a different scenario, bro. Like we talking about this a whole new argument. We was
No,
talking
I'm
about we was talking about credit. We was talking about credit and what was the scenario we was talking about before this?
no. The topic was credit or what is better? What is better, credit or cash? That's
It
what the
really,
topic was.
honestly, it
Right,
really.
but the thing is, if we was talking about credit cash, you going into talking about land.
No, Leon, I brung up land because the land is capital. The
but and
land
then
turns
when I
into
said
cash.
but then when I said ownership is power and that's always greater, you ain't allow that, you're not allowing that. You change the whole dynamic, and then which entail lets me change the dynamic and saying ownership is always power, so I'm choosing the land
But
because
you
I
said,
own that.
but you said you will never own your land. So you can't use that
joe
argument.
joe Joe, you being silly, bro.
D'Angelo, you
Listen
said
to me.
it,
Listen to
bro.
me. Listen to me, Joe. You being silly. What I said, look, my land, I own my land. And I said, but technically, if you always have to pay taxes on it, it seems like you as if you never truly own it, bro.
Right.
But on paper,
But you own it though.
that's my point. But I own the shit. Joe keep, Joe keep trying to change.
Leon.
Man,
Leon, you wasn't here earlier. Slug said exactly that. D'Angelo told Slugs, you will never own your land. Am I right or wrong, Slugs?
no, Slug said that he when he would rather buy land than a house. And then I told Slug, when you buy a house, you're buying it with the land, so you own the land. That's where
No,
this
that's
whole
not what you
thing came.
said.
Hey,
That's not
Slug,
what you
ain't that what I
said.
That's
said,
it.
bro?
Yeah, that's it.
No, the first thing he said was
God damn it.
Slugs, you don't own the land. You
I never
own your
said that.
house.
I never said that, Joe. I never said that. I said that you're paying taxes
Danita
on.
even put a comment. Leon, go look at the comments. Danita even put a comment in a fucking thing and addressed it. Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Joe, you
Danita
wrong.
even went in the comments. Danita addressed this comment, bro. Like, what are we doing here,
My
You
bro?
fault. I keep popping in and
yeah,
out. I keep
you
pressing that
wrong,
back
bro.
button.
You
Good.
wrong,
Um,
bro. But
check it out, y'all. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I don't really think it was a big argument about one versus the other. We just want to, because I think in the beginning of the podcast, we all, me, you, and Joe, me, D'Angelo, and Joe, said it's a balance in between them both. You know, Credit is good. Cash is good. It's depending on what you looking to get and what you looking to do. I think it's obvious that we would rather own anything than to borrow money from somebody and pay on it to own it. The purpose behind credit is paying on something so you can own it. Whether it's a house, whether it's a car, whether it's a ring, you want to own it. But if you don't have the cash, all the cash to purchase it, then you're gonna have to get a loan from somewhere. So credit isn't like inherently more important than cash. They serve two different purposes. In many situations, credit, good credit can provide opportunities that cash can't. This period, and cash can do things that credit can't. So it's just a balance. It's important to have them both.
What opportunity can credit create that cash can't?
Well,
I'm just
opportunity,
asking a real question. Like, this a real question.
opportunities like buying a home.
You can't buy a
Okay,
home with cash.
if you would just breathe a little bit and
If you're
listen.
not a millionaire, no.
Exactly, bro. The average person can't go out and buy 150, $200,000 house. Why? Because they ain't got 150, $200,000 in their bank account to go blow on a motherfucking house. So that's the purpose of having credit. The
And
average
who this
motherfucker,
and back to my point. Yeah, and we back to where we started at. Who's to say that the dude with the 850 credit score got that much money?
he don't have to have that much money. He have the
Yes, he
credibility.
does.
He have to. So D'Angelo, when you bought your house, did you have the $400,000 in your pocket to buy it?
Oh
No.
my
Okay.
God, bro.
So you just said yes, he does. You
But
don't
listen,
have to
listen,
have the
listen,
money.
listen, listen to what I'm telling you. What I'm telling you is you have to have. You talk, and once again, Leon, you see what I'm saying? Now who's putting a number on what a person is making? You see what I'm saying? It's
I ain't put
not
nothing on what a person
you said
making.
you asked D'Angelo when he bought his house, did he have the 400 and $500,000 making? That's what I'm saying.
Why
You're
He's
putting
why did I
he's
ask
you're
him that,
he's
Joe?
you're
saying the
putting
average. He's saying the average person don't have the $400,000 to buy the house.
exactly, Leon, and
Right.
I'm
That's why
saying
you need an 850 credit to get the loan. That's what he's saying.
Leon, and I understand what you're saying, but that means that you are giving the guy with credit the advantage. That's all I'm saying. Y'all keep on bringing up a guy with an 850 credit score, but making a dude with no money be broke.
We ain't say nothing about no money. I didn't. In this whole scenario, when I was concluding the whole thing, trying to tell the listeners that it's all is important. All of it
I
is
agree with you.
important.
I'm with you.
You know what I mean? It just all depends on what you're trying to do. Credit can help you make larger purchases because you don't have the large amount of money. Good credit can help you save money because you don't have to spend all the money you got to pay a bill or to purchase this. It's saving money. Now you can proportion shit out in a 12-month, 7 year, 30-year plan, whatever the case may be. You ain't got to spend the whole $400,000. You can spend $2,000 a month and own you, and you don't own it until you pay for it in full, but you can act as the owner of the house until you get it from the bank. You
Facts.
know,
So
credit
at the end of the day, you need both.
basically, bro.
Which one do you think is more important? Because Slug asked you that, Leon, but you was off, you wasn't on.
Say that one more time.
Go
What
ahead,
is
Slug.
Slug
Ask
ask?
him a
What you
question,
asking,
Slug.
Slug?
I just want to know your opinion on cash versus credit. You know what I mean? What's your thoughts about it, and where you stand on it?
Well, to be honest, bro, like even though I said like you need both, to be honest, I think this credit score is some bullshit. I don't agree with the credit score. This shit just came about. Um, I think that if the credit score wouldn't have came about, I think we will be better off.
But it's here.
But as I was just about to say, but it's here. So I have no, I have no other choice. But I think that both is good for you because you need the credit because say if you do have the money and you don't feel like spending that money, you're gonna be like, man, fuck it, I'm just gonna go get this loan or go get this credit card and I just put it on a credit card and then I just pay it back over time. You know what I'm saying? You might have the money, you just don't want to spend it all. So I think I think it go hand in hand, man. Like you need both of them.
Yeah, I think you know, and you need both. I was just on the side of that you can leverage credit more than cash because and let me give you an example of leveraging credit more than cash real quick. Um, if if I got good credit and I take a $500,000 cash uh cash loan and I go split that up amongst five, six, seven different investment opportunities, that money is making more money for me than $500,000 cash just sitting in the bank.
Right.
That's my only point in saying that I'm of the mindset of keep your cash and leverage credit. It's the American way. It's proven. It works. You know what I'm saying? This is how everyone has built wealth, other than athletes and lottery makers or people when hitting the lottery and all that shit. They get their wealth from leveraging their credit. That's the only thing. My point was, I wasn't bashing cash or anything like that. But anyway, we gonna spin that shit off to
Last thing, man. Like, well, go ahead. It's cool. It's cool.
no, no, no. Go ahead, because I need to get it together. Go ahead.
I just want to say they complement each other. Like we all saying,
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
you
that's
know,
it, bro.
cash complement credit, credit complement cash. Cash is, it's critical for being financially stable. You know what I mean? You can use cash for emergency purposes. While good credit can, like D'Angelo just said, expand your financial options. You know, you can expand more or better with good credit. And cash is key. You keep you some cash somewhere, put it under the bed. You know what I mean? Keep you some cash up in hand. My pops always taught me every time you get paid, put 50, put 100, put 200 up and don't and just forget about it. You know what I mean? You're gonna look up 2 months later and you're gonna have about 5 bands, you know what I mean? Put to the side like, damn, this shit didn't grow. So cash is always a good thing to have and credit just complement that and vice versa.
And I want to say this. Um, I'm with Leon when Leon said credit is some bullshit. Like
It
I,
is.
I look, I'm gonna say this, and I may sound crazy saying this, but I think that America tell us that's the way to live because that's what they want us to live by.
Fact.
And that credit is key, right? I believe that that's a poor man way to think that, oh, you live off of other people money and you just keep your money here and do this, which I think that's a poor man way to think. I don't think people uh because we all know, everyone else on this podcast and probably everybody listening try to live that life, try to have a good credit score and try to do this, but we never, there's nobody in this world that ever been put in these scenarios that had to choose or actually had to go through what we're trying to ask the question of what would you choose, credit or credit or cash? Because I believe that 100% of America, if you was to give them the choice, I will give you an 850 credit score or give you $1 million or give you 500,000. Everybody will choose the money. It's not, I don't think a person on this earth will be like, yeah, well, let me get that credit score. That's why I think it's some bullshit. And but but I'm not gonna be foolish and not have a good credit score because I'm not rich. Poor people need good credit. Rich
Okay.
people don't.
Okay. Now, but the I'm gonna be the last one to have a comment. Um, to the scenario, like you did it again. You went and took said $1 million or a 850 credit score. Like you, that's come on, bro. Like that's unrealistic. But I also want to ask this question because True Grizzly has posted this question for Joe in the comments a couple times, and I just didn't get to it. My bad. But here we go. Hey, he said, "Can you ask Joe a question for me? Would he prefer gold or cash if the gold is worth the same as cash the date of the transaction?"
He came down and if you go down some more, he said, I have a different question. He said cash or gold, which one would you prefer?
Okay, there you go. So Joe, he want to know which one would you prefer, cash or gold?
They both capital.
It
I'm a
don't matter
shorter
to you.
gold for cash.
So True Grizzly, what
I'm
you
gonna
which,
turn the gold into cash. So they both capital. That's not the same. Credit gold is not credit. What are we asking?
the value uh the value of gold never goes down. It only goes up.
I'm definitely taking the gold. It depends on what type of situation I'm in too. But if I'm in a situation where I'm straight and I don't need cash, I'm gonna go with the gold. That's inherited. You can
Yeah,
pass that shit down. It depends on how much gold it is, you know?
it's but slugs. Do you get what I'm saying? That
But no, he was
it's
saying he was
still
saying they both if they have equal value, are you gonna take $1 million
but
or are you gonna take $1 million worth of gold?
but slugs. What I'm saying is they both is capital. Like that's going outside of topic is.
No, he
So
just was asking a general question though. That's all. So you would take the $1 million over the million
it
dollars worth of
doesn't
gold?
matter. It doesn't matter. I would take either.
Bullshit!
They
It
both
don't matter.
capital.
Joe, do you not
See,
you're not
see,
understanding
that's
it?
what's wrong with y'all, bro. Y'all ask dumbass questions to try to prove somebody wrong instead
No,
of
that's what
taking a
you be
nigga
doing,
answer
bro.
for what it is. No, you is. You damn right, you stupid. Bro. Like you're trying to make a joke out of it, bro. Like I just told you what I did. You're just trying to prove me wrong. Like I thought
Joe,
we
I
was
didn't
moving
ask the
on from this
question,
shit
Joe.
anyway. Like, but you answered it for me.
I
You
answered for
damn
you.
right. You damn right. It matters. Joe, you're wrong. Like you're just trying to prove me wrong, bro. Like if
Joe,
that's the case, we might well move on to the next subject, bro.
we are moving
Like
on.
it's
Joe,
no
you took
answer.
two
It's no
hours.
answer.
You took 2 hours to prove to try to prove yourself right that you did bad in. You
Okay,
did
bro.
bad. You did bad in it. And then right now, we just
Oh
told
my
you
god.
that gold doesn't lose value and money does every day of the week.
Listen,
And you telling us you talking about taking the money.
But that's just his opinion. Shit, if he want to take
no,
the money, he
Leon,
take the money.
Leon,
Take the money.
Leon. He's not
I,
getting what I'm saying, Leon. That's not the topic. Why the fuck does it matter if they both capital? I'm taking the money.
okay.
You
So
offering me money and money. I'm taking the money. Now
so
ask me if
he's
I take
saying,
gold or credit. Ask me if
Joe,
I take gold or
Joe,
credit.
Joe, you saying that wasn't a topic.
Damn, bro.
Hold on.
It be
Hold on. You saying
bro.
Joe that wasn't a topic. You saying that wasn't a topic after turning this into buying, giving land away, purchasing cars. You put through all these motherfucking scenarios in, changing the topic, and now you want to say, oh, that's changing the topic. The man asked you a question, bro, and you answered it. We good.
What do I have to do with the topic though, D'Angelo? What do I have to do with
You
the
would have to,
topic?
hey,
Damn,
true grizzly.
he just asked the question, my nigga.
Right. He just asked
No,
a
no,
question.
no, Leon. The top. I've been arguing all day. I'm a capital guy. I don't give a fuck how I get the capital. I'm taking the capital. Why the fuck is you asking me about some gold? I take gold to credit. Ask me.
Hey Joe. Some capital is worth more than others, brother.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
I
niggas retarded.
don't care. You're trying to make an argument
I
now.
ain't making
Look,
nothing.
look,
True Value
look,
asked
look,
you a
look.
question, bro. True
True.
Grizzly.
Okay, so True Grizzly, whatever he is, cause y'all couldn't
Y'all
fucking
call them True Value.
whatever he is. Since y'all couldn't find great points about credit, cause y'all sounded dumb as fuck talking about credit. Now you tell me to pick between capital and capital. Come on, bro. Go to the next subject, bro. Like, god
Damn,
damn,
we
man.
done. Oh, we
No,
gotta.
I'm not talking about. I'm not saying that. I said, since they couldn't find a fucking reason to come up with credit over cash, and I start giving them scenarios the way it's going to come back to where they take capital. This motherfucker didn't even say, "Would you take credit or credit?" He went to capital or capital. Like, how are you going to make me choose between something I'm picking and something I'm picking? Like, that don't make sense, bro.
What you
Like, come
saying
on,
don't
move
make
the
sense,
fuck
bro.
on, man. We
What you
asking dumbass
hey, look, look,
questions,
look, look.
man.
Hey, hold on.
This not the question
All right.
wasn't.
All right. So look, you can pick and choose whatever you want. Of course. We're not gonna take you, we're not gonna rob you of that. But logically, someone is gonna choose something that's worth the most. And when you make the choice of that's not worth the most, it does come off a little silly, bro. But you could choose what you want. But don't be upset when someone ridicules some silly shit that you choosing. It's silly and it's wrong. It's not better off for you. What's valued the most is what you need, what you should be choosing. And the fact that you don't, it is kind of weird, bro. That's
So what
it.
was the point? What was the point of the question then, D'Angelo?
I don't know what his point was,
So
Joe.
move
That's the
the fuck
question.
on.
I don't know what his point
Well,
was,
move the
bro.
fuck on. Move on to the next subject
Hey, Joe,
because there was no point to the subject,
No, no,
bro.
no, no, no,
Joe,
no.
chill
You're
out,
just
my
trying to
nigga.
prove me
Chill out.
wrong, bro. That's it.
Joe,
Stop
chill
trying.
out.
You're trying to win an argument. Like, move the fuck on, bro.
I'm not arguing this, bro.
So why put the question up?
Cause he's in the chat participating, Joe.
A man that
Why would
a
I not
man
put his
okay,
question up?
okay, so look, a man that was arguing me that credit is better than cash came back and argued me what's better, cash or cash. Like, come on, bro. Like, come
So
on, bro. Move the fuck on, bro. Y'all
what you
just trying to
suggest?
prove
You
me
suggest
wrong.
I not put the man question up?
You should not ask dumbass questions.
No,
That question
no,
made
no.
no
That
sense.
wasn't a
Joe,
dumb
I don't
question.
think nobody trying to prove you wrong. We just having a debate, bro. We just talking. It ain't got nothing to do with trying to make you feel like you wrong or anything. We just got difference of opinions. And it's hard true, man. Shout
Slug,
out to
slug,
him. He a listener, bro.
slugs,
Like he
slugs.
listening, he participating, he asking questions. I fucks with him. You know what I mean?
Hey,
His point of
hey,
view might
slugs.
line up with mine this week. It might line up with yours next week. You know what I mean? I
Hey,
don't.
slugs.
I think he just
And
asked.
Leon.
Yo,
Everybody in the chat. Do Joe give a fuck about saying shit or being wrong? I say shit off the wall all the fucking time.
Damn,
So, hey, Leon,
damn.
do I give a fuck about throwing shit at a fucking wall and it don't stick? No, I don't give a fuck. So why is it that y'all trying to prove, bro? This is what killing me, bro.
bro, ain't nobody
This
trying to prove you
no,
wrong, my nigga.
Leon, you fail to realize
Oh,
that
shit.
we all gave a outro to this fucking goddamn it topic, right? We all gave an outro to
He
this topic.
did.
This mug D'Angelo said, I got the last comment on this and we moving on. Then he said, hey Joe, True Value got a question for you.
Hey man,
Would
his
you take
name ain't
gold?
True
Wait,
Value,
would
man.
you
It's
take
True Game,
cash?
True
Would you
Grizzly.
take cash or gold? I said, does it matter? They both cash. D'Angelo said, no, you got to choose. He asked you the question. I don't care. Cash. Oh, you silly as hell. You wrong.
Hey, Joe.
Now he
Come
ain't say
on,
you
bro.
wrong. He ain't say you wrong, Joe.
Come
You
on,
be
man,
hearing
bro.
shit. D'Angelo said this. Is what D'Angelo said: one lose value and one don't lose value.
Bro, that man just told me 10 seconds ago, if you say some silly shit, you need to be
But that
told it was
wasn't
some silly shit.
what initially what was said though, Joe. That
Hey man, move on, bro.
Why are we
Move
going
on,
back
bro.
and forth with this shit, bro?
We
When
Right,
nigga
you
shouldn't be,
right,
asked
bro.
man.
I've been said move the fuck on, bro.
Joe answered the question. He said cash. If that's
Right,
what he
there we
want,
go.
that's
There we.
cool, nigga. I'm choosing gold. D'Angelo, I'm quite sure you choosing gold. Slug, you choosing gold or cash?
I want the gold, bro.
Exactly. All right. Can we move on?
we definitely we definitely can move on.
Shout out to my nigga Joe, who don't give a fuck about saying what he just say.
Slug.
Okay, you right. You right. My bad.
Hey, we moving on, man.
What you got for us?
This video, I think Joe had put this in the chat. Um, this was kind of about feeling the burden as a child, feeling the burden of a irresponsible parent. Man, let me spin it in real quick.
When I got my first million, I bought my mom a house. Why? You know why? You know why these young black athletes always the first thing they do is they buy their mama a house? You know why? Because they mama ain't got no man to buy her a house. That's the truth. Why do I gotta save my mama for her bad decision making? Why I gotta save her? She couldn't keep a man. I gotta save her and buy her a house. That burden is on these young black successful boys. And if they don't do it, the mama like, you didn't buy me no house. I ain't gotta buy you nothing. Just think about that though, literally. No, there's nothing wrong with buying your mama a house. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you should not feel obligated to. You shouldn't feel obligated to do that. Your father should have did that. Or the man, all the men that she didn't have access to, she should have chose correctly and they should have did that. But your mama got a bad attitude. When you become a young man and you understand reality, you start to think in your head like, maybe my daddy was right. These hoes ain't nothing. He might have been right. Maybe my mama really ain't. You know what I mean? Let's just keep it 100. You the product of your daddy trying to get some pussy. He wasn't trying to cuff your mama. That's why she 49 and still ain't got no man. Look at her. She got a bad attitude. She don't cook. She don't clean. She don't do nothing. She just complain all day and lay around and blame everybody else for her problems. You know, man cuffing that. You start to realize your mama just like the rest of these hoes. She just happened to be born 30 years before you. You don't realize it until you get older. When you 15, 16, your mama can't do no wrong until you get 24 and you be like, when I got
Damn.
That's my boy, man. I fuck with him, man.
Damn.
That's the new young Kevin.
Bro, I'm trying my best not to laugh. That nigga snap.
Peace out, True Grizzly. Fuck with you, bro.
Okay, Danita, where you at?
You silly boy.
That nigga snap, bro. Like, I'ma go ahead and say my piece and let it go. All right, man.
Go ahead.
It was nothing wrong with what the fuck this man just said, bro. Like, man, it is a burden on young black men and women to when they do make it successful to make sure they look after for mom dukes, which ain't nothing wrong with it. But he have a valid point. Like, why is that the first thing that we do as young black successful people is make sure we make up for the sacrifices mom and dad had to make for us growing up because they made poor decisions. This is the way I see things, and I leave it here. As a parent, you supposed to take care of yourself all throughout your life. So when you get to a certain age, your kids don't have to take care of you. Us as a society, we always, and maybe it's just what the way it's been for generations, but we always would say, I ain't going to a nursing home because my kids gonna take care of me. We're moving our kids' house at 60 and 70 years old and disrupt their foundation and what they got going on. I think what you're supposed to do in your 30s and your 40s is grind and save and save up your retirement money. So when you get 70 years old, 65, 70, and so on, you will have money to where you will have the means to where you don't have to disrupt your children's life and their family. Now, of course, it don't happen all the time, but I just believe that's the way it should happen. And you get younger, successful, you become millionaires and shit. Yeah, buy your mom and dad a house, but you shouldn't feel obligated to do so, man. I am. So,
Yeah, I mean, in the perfect world, you know, you shouldn't have to go back and be take care of your parents. They put that pressure on rich athletes and shit like that. But again, I'm glad Buddha just put this comment in there. He say because we can't be rich and famous mostly and leave our mom as a target in the hood. That's definitely one of the things that separated, because most um successful white people not in the hood already, so they parents don't become targets when they make it. That's one way of looking at it. And the other way is we just don't we just don't be successful. Like, if one of my kids was to get rich, they wouldn't have to buy me a house. Just pay this motherfucker off, and we good. You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Take away, take away the biggest bill that I have in my life, and take away my mortgage. You know what I'm saying? You've done enough right there. But most of these kids are starting out with a parent that don't even have a home. It's kind of, it's double. Pick your poison, bro. You just shouldn't. I feel like when you get the money, you got to manage it well. You got to limit on what you do. I ain't gonna say not to buy your mama a house or nothing like that. It's just you're more likely to be in a situation to have to buy your mama a house as black people. Just unfortunate. Joe, you want to go?
No, Leon could go. I'm gonna go last.
Um, I agree with everything he said. I think he's just speaking on the baby mamas, I guess. Um, I think that um, of course, like your mom, if your mom is in the hood or whatever, you always, as a little kid, you always saying like, yeah, I gotta get my mom out the hood because it's only me and her. But I think he's basically saying like these moms out here make poor decisions, and because of their poor decisions, now it's left up to the child when they get older to support their mom, buy them a house or something because of their bad decision. And this is
hmm
why this is why I keep constantly saying like get married before you have a child, because that man can just walk out your life anytime he want to. You know what I'm saying? But I just hate when people say like, "Oh, I was young and I made a mistake and this is the reason why I got pregnant or whatever." But the thing is, I don't care if you were young or not. You made that decision. So you got to live with it. So I don't think you obligated. I don't think a child is obligated to take care of their parent at all. Like, if I want to be in a home because I don't want to be a burden on my sons. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these moms, they have son husbands.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is they have their son, and they're looking for the son to take care of them when they get older. And that's not, you supposed to be taking care of your child. not the other way around. But I mean, that's and that's why our fucking race is so fucked up as it is. But that's all I gotta say, bro.
Joe.
I believe that any man that think like dude is some sucker ass shit, bro.
Well, I'm a suck
That's
ass nigga.
that's some sucker ass shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's no man. It's no. I ain't gonna even say man. Any person, any human being that think like that dude, that's some sucker ass shit. Real talk. There's no way in hell that I'm gonna come up on some bread and everything my mama sacrificed. I'ma feel like I'm not obligated to take care of my parents. Man, you bug y'all tripping. That is the most that's some clown ass shit. And it be selfish people like that. Be selfish people like that that will fuck up our community, bro. That get motherfuckers robbed, get motherfuckers killed, bro. Because you want to be selfish because you think you better than the next person. We always trying to say this was wrong with black people. Have y'all ever thought about what if you was the first generational person to change the fucking curse in your family? You gonna you gonna turn your back on them? Your mama didn't. So what if Allen Iverson mama fucking got him to work 4 jobs for him to have basketball shoes to get out the fucking hood and he get rich and be like, Ma, I'm not looking out for you. You the one didn't have a baby father in the house after everything she did for him, sacrifice for him to go to basketball practice. You know how much parents do sacrificing for kids that's first generational like wealthy person, and you guys gonna turn your back on them? And that's some sucker shit. And we gotta
They
stop comparing.
supposed to, Joe.
And we gotta stop comparing ourselves, talking about some this not how white people do it, bro. What you gotta first of all, what you gotta realize is if you if I'm rich, right? If I got money, I'm putting my son in position to be rich. I'm putting my son in position. That's how you pass down wealth. Rich people pass down wealth. We try to carry wealth on our own and act like we're not responsible for the people we around to put them in position for them to be better. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't supposed to put everybody in your family, but your mother, your siblings, man, cut it out, man. You know how much people sacrifice for you to get where you trying to get at?
Joe, can I
Now,
ask them?
Hey, Joe,
wait,
let
wait,
me
wait,
say
wait,
something,
wait,
B.
wait, 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 wait. I ain't say
Hurry the
nothing when
fuck
y'all
up,
was talking,
man.
bro. I
Damn.
ain't say nothing when y'all was talking. We have a prime example of this. And D'Angelo, you guilty of this. Kobe, the late Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant, rest his soul. D'Angelo said he a motherfucking coon for not leaving no money for his parents. How you a coon if you feel like we shouldn't do this? How?
Joe, see,
Did you?
that's where you got it
No,
wrong.
no, no. You did say that,
I never
D'Angelo.
listen.
You
Hold
say he
on.
bogus for putting his money in the white community and giving it to his wife.
I,
That's what
I
you
I
said.
I did say that, but
Exactly.
listen.
So why he should have took care of his family?
But Joe, look. I'm not saying that that's something that I wouldn't do because I do it now. What I'm saying is I should we shouldn't put our children in those positions. Not I'm not saying not
Right.
to take care of your mother, not to take care buy your mom a house. I'm not saying not to do that. I'm saying the child shouldn't be in that position. That's what I'm saying, bro.
But D'Angelo, that guy was talking about a athlete or a rapper. If we talking about a kid that's just making $150,000, then no, you shouldn't feel obligated. But you gonna go over there and help your mama. Oh my, you need a TV. We gonna do the stuff on a miniature scale because that's who we are. We gonna help our parents out. That's what we are. And you guess what? You know what, Leon? You absolutely right. Your parents shouldn't want to come live with you and burden your life. But if you got the money, you gonna put your parents in the best fucking goddamn it nursing homes there is. If you ain't got the money to put your parents in the best nursing homes that is, it'll be that's some fucking crazy shit to leave your mother that is sick and send her to a fucking nursing home for somebody to take care of her that you know is a nasty ass nursing home because you feel like your mother did wrong. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Who said your mother did wrong? What are you talking about?
That's what you said. Oh, you choosing a baby daddy. You chose that baby daddy. You did
I
this.
ain't say
You the
nothing
one
about
did your.
choosing no baby daddy, bro.
I thought that's what you said. I thought you said
I
of the
ain't say
bad
nothing
decisions
like.
they
I
make in
just
their life.
said, but I never listen. Listen, I was only speaking to what he was saying. What
And that's
he
what
was
I'm
saying,
saying.
right? I was only. I didn't say I agree with him.
Oh, okay. I thought you agreed with him.
I just said that. I just said that I think he's talking about baby mamas and and the bad decisions that they made.
Oh, I
But
thought you said when he
let me
first
get
started
on
off that you agree with 100% of what he
let
said.
me let me get on what you said about Allen Iverson mama and shit, right? So, and I guess you were generalizing it too. And you were saying the sacrifices that his mom took or any mom take when they to take care of their kids, correct?
Yes.
Right. They are supposed to, Joe. Just like we have kids, we supposed to make those sacrifices because we didn't ask to be here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Is you serious?
So they not supposed to make the sacrifices for their
Nigga,
kids?
nigga, the only thing I'm supposed to do is stay black and die. That's it.
But
You
you
are
just
not
said the woman
you no
you
Leon,
just
you are
said the
not
woman
obligated.
had to make
You
sacrifice
you
to
are
take care
not
of
Leon, you are not obligated to be a good parent, bro. That's a choice. That is a
under,
choice.
understandable.
So that means you're taking sacrifices. You're sacrificing what you want to do
But
in
you
life
just
to be
said
a
she
good
didn't have
parent.
to.
I said she didn't have to make them sacrifices, but she did, Leon.
Okay, but it
So
was a
who is
choice that
Allen
she
Iverson?
made.
So
It was
who
a
is Allen
choice that
Iverson?
she made to lay up and have sex at 16 years old and get pregnant.
You absolutely right.
That was her choice.
You absolutely right. So you're gonna penalize your mother for the
I'm not
bad
saying
choices she made in
penalizing,
life,
bro. I
even
never
though she
said
gave you
that.
the best life she can.
Hey, bro, I'm not saying I won't take care of my mama, bro. Like I don't understand what you not getting.
So why do you? Well, you said you agree with
But
him though.
I understand what he's saying. I explained that to you.
I could have sworn before you started off, you said I 100% agree with everything he's saying.
I agree with what he said, and I explained to you what I believe he was talking about. That's all I was saying.
I'm just taking from what he said. I said
That's
I heard him say
I'm talking about what he said.
right there what I'm saying, but I heard him say motherfuckers not obligated and all this shit to take care of their parents. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. That's some suck ass shit,
But you're
bro.
not obligated though. That's what
Man,
I'm
that's
saying.
some
That's
suck.
what I agree on. You're
No,
not
you no,
obligated.
that's some suck ass shit for you to turn your back on your parents.
Yeah, you're not obligated. Just like like you just said, it was a choice that the parents made to take care of their child. They not obligated to take
No,
care of
they
their
not.
child.
They
So
not.
the child not
Right. So
obligated
how
to
you
take
saying
care
it's
of
some
them.
sucker shit then?
Because he said he thinks that's the stupidest thing in the world for a man to get rich and go buy his mama a house.
I don't
Did
think
y'all
I ain't
hear
hear him
him or
say that.
did he
I ain't hear
did
him say that.
he
That's
said
the stupidest thing in the world.
who say you supposed to go out and buy your mama a house because you rich because of her bad decisions and what she did. That's some suck ass shit. I
Joe,
think any man on this earth that gets rich, becomes an athlete or become a rapper and become up on some money and don't take care of their people, some suck ass shit.
Joe, I don't think D'Angelo or Leon or me saying that it ain't no sucker shit. I think we all agree that if you make it to a certain level in life, and even if it was your fucking foster parents, you're gonna do whatever you could to put them in a better realm in life. We're not saying that it's, but when you feel like you're obligated, like you have to do something, if you didn't made it somewhere, this is the part of life where us as people we talk about white people ain't got to do it because they ain't in the hood. Let's just take the rich. Let's just take the famous out of it. It ain't got to be well known, but you just well establishing. You make enough money to put your parents in a better position, and you choose not to do it, you know, you not obligated to do. It's not something that you have to do. And all my point and my perspective was, as a parent, you have choices to make in this life. And if you spent your 20s, 30s, 40s, and part of your 50s, that's 3 fucking decades not doing what you have to do to make sure you have a good retirement. And those are your fuck ups. Be accountable for your 30 years of not putting up bread to live a better life. Don't look at your kids and like he said in that damn video, if you don't do that for your kids, your mom, he was really talking about women. Your mom gonna spaz out this on you, call you all types of whole ass things and abandon you or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And make you feel bad for not doing it. But you just spent 30 years of your life not doing what you gotta do to put yourself in a better position retiring. One thing is for sure, is time don't wait on no one, and we all gonna get old. So if we're not doing what we need to do, regardless of whatever choices we made, like Leon just said, we make choices to have these kids. Ain't nobody force us to fuck somebody and force us to take care of these kids. So regardless of what choices that we made, if we're not doing what we got to do at this point of time in our life to save up for when we get 60, 65, 70 years old. Don't be surprised when we get 70 years old if we ain't got shit and we be in one of them nursing homes getting fucked up by these fucked up ass nurses that's out there. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, no one is obligated, and it's the right thing to do. Anybody with morals and they got a heart, if they make it to a certain level in life, they gonna look out for their parents. But it's just fucked up that we feel like we have to buy mama a house. We have to, buy mama a car. We
Because you
have to.
do.
And a lot of these people, last
No, you
thing,
don't.
and a lot of these people, and a lot of these people that do it, some of these people don't even be having it to do it. If they make it to making $250,000, or not even a quarter, if they make it to making $150,000 a year, they feel obligated to put mama in a better house. It's the not even the rich motherfuckers, just the people that's living good and just living okay and just doing well for themselves. They feel obligated, bro. I get my first million. I'm going to buy my pops a house. I'm going to buy him a house. I
Hey,
might buy him a house before I buy me a house.
hey, Slugs. I don't know about you, but I feel obligated to buy my mama something for her birthday. I feel obligated to buy my mama something for Christmas. I feel obligated to buy my mama something for Mother's Day. I feel obligated if my mama need a TV because her TV went out to go to Walmart and go buy her one. I feel obligated to if my mama needs something her car fixed or need tires to buy her. I feel obligated to do that because that's how I show my appreciation of how my mama put me in position to be the man I am today.
But you don't
How
have
other
to
way
feel
am I gonna show
obligated to
that?
do
I
that.
feel obligated to do that because I want to ask y'all this. Y'all keep on using the word obligated, right? What if your mama told you, I wasn't obligated to take care of you? Is she a bad parent?
But she was obligated to take care of you.
No,
Exactly.
she's not.
Oh my!
Oh my God.
No, she's not.
Why? Why, Joe?
Because that is a choice. It is a choice to be a good parent, and that's why they have stuff out here in place for it. You could right now tell your fucking kids, I'm not your father, and I'm not going to be in your life. That is a choice. And guess what? Your girl have a choice to go downtown and put you on child support. She cannot make you. That is a choice to be in them kids' life. It is a choice to be a good parent. That's why it's a term of a deadbeat baby mama and a deadbeat baby father.
Ain't
It
no
is a
fucking
choice.
choice and
And you want me
ain't
to
no
tell you,
fucking
hey,
shit. I ain't
oh,
never heard no deadbeat baby mom.
so can I ask you
Never.
a question then? So can I ask you a question then? Can I ask you a question? If it's not a fucking choice, why do they have holidays for this shit? Why? Why do they have Mother's Day and Father's
Right,
Day?
bro.
Why do they make up a holiday for fucking good mothers and
Exactly.
good
Just
fathers?
like you just said, they made it up.
Because it is
They
a
made it
holiday
up.
for
They
people who
made it
Joe,
choose.
up.
Joe, you are
All right,
obligated to
bro.
Stop
take care of
it,
your
So
mother.
bro.
you are
You
You,
are
hey,
obligated.
hey,
You
Joe,
are.
you
Hold on, hold
reaching
on, hold
right
on,
now,
hold on, hold
bro.
on, y'all.
You
Hold on, hold
reaching,
on, hold
y'all,
bro.
on, hold on, hold on, hold
You
on.
y'all
reaching.
tripping.
You are
You
obligated
reaching.
to take care of your motherfucking kids. Your
You
kids are not obligated to take care of you.
Tell me how you obligated to take care of your kids.
Because you know what obligation is?
Tell me.
Do you know what it is, bro?
Tell me how you're obligated to take care of your kids.
Because it's something, obligation is something that you are morally, and legally required to commit to. That's an
So
obligation. An obligation is
your kids,
something
right?
that you are morally, I'm going to say it again, and legally required to commit to, bro. If you don't think that you having kids and you're not morally, if you want to take your morals out and say, I don't got no morals, fuck them kids. If you want to take that out, well, guess what? You are legally
No, no,
required
no.
to in the states of in the country of the United States of America. So it's an obligation for a
and if it
parent to
As
wasn't
take care of
legal,
their
then
kids.
nobody wouldn't be
you,
on child support.
you can get them motherfuckers up for adoption.
Bro, and guess what?
You
And when
can
you
put
give
them
them up
kids
for
in a
adoption,
you
and when
could
you
get
give them up
you
for
could put
adoption,
them kids in the
let's
system.
take that. Let's take that. You can give them up for an adoption,
They're
and a
your
parent
kids.
and a parent that adopt are
You
are obligated to take care of them.
okay, so but what I'm telling you is as your kids, as they're your kids, you could give them up for adoption. You don't have to take care of them. Hey, I had this kid. I don't want to take care of it. Here, y'all can take it. Give it
And
to the
then
state.
don't be surprised when that kid grow older and get rich that he don't do shit for your
What
ass.
does that you
That's
I
the
don't
whole
I'm
topic.
not
That's the topic right here.
the slugs. I agree with you. That's why I'm telling you. If a parent sacrifice when they're not obligated to do something, sacrifice their life to take care of you and do what you want to do, you should be obligated as a kid, as if you get put in a better position, as if you become a rapper or you get rich or you
You
do
keep
something like
saying
that. You,
obligated, bro. But that's what
all
I'm
right,
telling you. When you say obligation, a child is not obligated to do those things for their parent. Even if they become rich and famous, it's just they morals and they principles and they love and they respect would move that needle for them to want to do it. But they are not obligated. They are not legally bind to taking care of mama and taking care of daddy.
there's no way.
Hey,
There's
hey,
no
hold on.
way
Let
if
me say this.
wait,
Let
let
me
me
say
just say
this.
this, Leah. Let me say this real quick. There's no way if all four of us is going somewhere. We let's say we all getting together going to a game, and my father is standing on a bus stop, and he asked me for a couple dollars, and I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face. Ain't no way y'all wouldn't be like, bro, is you serious? Like
I,
you for real? Y'all
I
gonna
don't
look at me funny.
I
Like, come on,
don't
bro.
think any one of
Bro,
us
why
said
you
we
bringing
would
up
do that.
simple ass shit?
Oh, y'all wouldn't?
Why
Y'all
you
wouldn't?
bringing up simple
I
ass
said I
shit
don't
that
think
we'll
any
do?
one of us disagreed with that, Joe.
Because
Exactly. So,
it's simple ass shit, yo.
but slugs. I'm not obligated to do nothing. So why is you looking at me funny?
Because you're not because that's because of our morals. But we're not obligated. You're not obligated to do it. You think you obligated to do it because we looking at you funny?
No, 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 no. You're looking at me funny because you think I'm obligated to do it. Because if you didn't think I was obligated to do it, you would have been like, shit, that's your choice, bro.
Leon, what was you finna say, bro?
Uh, I forgot, bro. I forgot. Buddha has said something. I know it's some deadbeat baby mamas, bro, but I was saying that sarcastically because it's always deadbeat. baby daddies. That's all.
Yeah, what was the other comment too
I
though?
never heard nobody say no deadbeat baby mamas though. But I know it's a lot of them out here.
Yeah, child support would make you obligated to do that shit.
That's what I'm
So
saying. If it wasn't legal, if it wasn't like if it's legal, if it wasn't legal, then it wouldn't be no child support. So therefore, you're obligated to take care of your child.
so let me ask, do you believe that too,
That's why
D'Angelo?
motherfuckers is on child support.
So do you believe that too, D'Angelo?
I, I definitely believe that taking care of your child, you're obligated to do that.
Okay, so when I say you're not obligated to, y'all say you is because the state will make you, right?
Yeah.
I say you
Correct,
is
Leon?
because I say you is because the definition of obligation.
Okay, so Leon, you say, but y'all said child support because he just put in a comment that he said child support
Well,
will
I've been
make you
said child
obligated.
support before he
Child
put it
support
in
will
there.
make you obligated to take care of your child, right? That's what y'all said.
Yeah, I've been said that.
Okay, so I just want to get this straight before I say this.
Man, just say it.
Are all of y'all in agreement that it only take money to take care of a child? So a man don't need to be in a household to take care of a child.
No, we ain't
What
in
the
agreement
fuck?
to
Hey,
that,
bro,
man.
where you
I,
get
I,
that from?
He throwing
Where?
something at the
Wait,
wall.
where
Hold
you
on,
get that
Leon.
every
Let's
from?
see if
time
it
we
stick.
on here,
Let's
y'all
see if
say
it
the
stick,
man.
Leon. Let's see if it stick.
Every
He throwing.
every time we be on this podcast talking about a household, y'all say a father is the most important thing in a man's life. Money ain't everything. It's you being there. You gotta teach them how to grow, all that stuff.
Go ahead with your point.
So
Yeah, we say
I'm
that.
asking y'all,
Go ahead with your point.
you just so being obligated to take care of your kids is just financially, right?
No, we ain't say that. I
We
ain't
didn't
say
say
that.
that. We didn't say that. But go
Okay,
ahead
so
with your
you
point.
obligated to be you obligated to be in your kid's life.
Can you
The
go ahead
state
with your
can make
point?
you. The state can make you be a good father.
No, they can't.
Can you get to your point, Joe?
I just made my point. Can the
No, they
state make you? Can the state make you be in them kids' life?
no.
No,
The
but they
the,
gonna
the
make you
state.
pay.
Yeah,
Huh?
the state ain't obligated to make you be in the kid's life either.
So you're not obligated to be to take care of a kid, to be in a kid's life. You're not obligated. You like dude said, God damn it. I'm got what did that movie Denzel Washington told that little boy?
That ain't
He
stick.
said, God damn it,
Data.
what hide didn't stick.
It's falling
So
off the wall. You don't see it.
so next week, next
We
week,
tried. That shit falling.
next week, I don't want to hear none of y'all say the most important thing in a child's, in a man, in a kid's, in a little boy's life is the father. Because I just told y'all you're not
Joe,
obligated to be
what
in a
are
kid's
you
life.
talking about, dog?
I
Mm.
said you are not obligated to be in a kid's to take care of a child. Meaning, I'm asking y'all, is the only way you take care of a child is financially.
No, you take care of child by being there too, bro. What is your
Are you
point?
obligated to be in a kid's life?
Yes.
By who?
When you have a child, you're obligated. That's your child.
That's a choice.
Hey, Joe. I think you're the only one that don't feel like you're obligated to take care of your child. I think you're the only one, and that's fine. That's your opinion.
That is a choice.
That's your
It is a
opinion,
choice.
and
It
that's
is
your
a
opinion.
choice to be a good parent. It
And
is a choice to be in a kid's life. And that's why it's a term of deadbeat fathers. If it was not a choice, then we wouldn't have deadbeat fathers or deadbeat mothers
Okay,
because
let
you
me
will
ask
have
you
to be in
something.
their fucking
Let
life.
me ask you something then, Joe. Is anything in this world an obligation?
Yes,
What?
pay, stay black and die as black people. That's what you staying black and you gonna die. That's the
Some people,
obligation.
because that's a vague term. Stay black and die. You talking about just the color of your skin?
Now I'm talking about your fucking DNA. Pour your blood and see what come up.
So obligations is in your definition. Obligations is something you ain't got no control over.
Exactly.
Well, the definition of obligation An obligation is a course of action that you are legally or morally required to take care of, or a binding promise and commitment you have. It takes, it acts as a constraint or duty that limits your choices because you are indebted, bound, or required to fulfill a specific action. So it has nothing to do with your DNA and your skin because those are things you didn't have a choice in. Okay, so an obligation is not connected with some things that you didn't have a choice in.
You had a you
You ain't
you
have a choice in being black. You don't have a choice in when you gonna die unless you commit suicide or some shit like that. But according to the definition of obligation, it's a legal action. It's an action that you are legally or morally required to take care of. It's a
okay.
binding promise. So you're right. An
Okay.
obligation. Obligation is a choice that you choose to be obligated to something. So I hear the window that you're trying to creep through, but as a parent, you are required in order to be a parent, to be called a fucking parent, you have to have kids, right? So you have to, in order to be a father or a mother, to be considered a father or mother, those things have duties attached to them. And if you're not fulfilling those duties, then that title is not you. It's more to to having a kid. It's more to being a parent than busting a nut.
What?
It's more to being a parent than busting a nut.
And
It's more to being a
I
parent.
agree with you. I totally
So
agree with you.
so what's more? The obligations
No,
is
no, no, no.
more.
I agree with you. It's more to being a parent than busting a nut. That's why being a good parent and being in a child life is a choice. You get to choose if you want to be a good parent or not. Because
Nobody
it's
said you
not.
didn't though. Nobody said you
So
can't
what's
choose
the
to be a good
argument
parent.
then? So where's
Nobody
the
said
obligation come in at the end?
nobody said you couldn't choose to be a parent or not. But if you want to be a parent, it's obligations to that. Being a parent,
I understand that, Slugs. I'm with you on that. But
okay.
I'm not obligated to be a good parent. I'm not obligated to fucking take care of my kids. That's all I've been saying. I'm not
Okay.
obligated to do. That's a choice. I get to choose if I want to take care of these motherfuckers. It's that simple. Or you could, like I said, put the motherfuckers up for adoption. Everybody is not meant to be a fucking a parent, bro. That's just real shit.
Yeah, we
Everybody's
know
not
that.
meant to be a
That
parent.
I agree with that.
Okay, but so if that's the case, how do you choose between the ones that's not going to be a good that shouldn't be a parent and the ones that should be a parent? You're going to choose the one that should. How do you pick the ones who you think shouldn't be a parent?
Everybody who conceive a child is obligated to take care of that child. They just choose not to. The ones that choose not to, they just choose not to. You have a choice in this world between going left or going right. Every human being that have a brain to think, God gave you free will to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You have that free will power. So I can't make D'Angelo come on this show next week. I can't make you get up and go to work tomorrow. But your obligation to your family is gonna make you do it because you dedicated to your family. His obligation to this show is gonna make him do it because he dedicated to this show. We all got a choice, but that don't stop us from having obligations because we choose not to fulfill our responsibility. So to dog question or to dog point in the video, I feel he was 100%. I don't feel he was wrong in any aspect in what he was saying. I feel if you don't buy your parents' houses and you got the means to do so, then you kind of a fucked up individual. You know what I mean? but I don't feel that that is an obligation, or you have to do that. I don't feel that you have to do it. I feel you should do it. I don't feel that you have to do it like your parents are obligated to take care of you because they have to do it. They should have to do that because you ain't had no choice in them having sex and bringing you into this world.
Facts.
They put you in a fucked up position. They bought you. We bring these kids into this world. This world ain't pretty. So if we don't do the necessary things to fulfill our responsibilities and make sure they straight, we some bogus motherfuckers. Just like you feel if they don't take care of their parents and spend that bag on on their crib, then they some bogus children. But it's just a difference to me.
So
Y'all
look,
got it.
I want to go back, and I don't know if Jared's still here, but he had put this question in. He said, "What steps do you take now to prevent your kids from having to take care of y'all financially when you get old?"
Called retirement funds, called 401k. It's called retirement. Put up you some money, bro. You know you're gonna get old, and when we get old, we can't you can't drive them trucks like you used to. I can't work these machines like I used to. I ain't gonna be making $100,000 a year no more because I ain't gonna be able to get up and go to work at the times I used to. I ain't, you know what I mean? You put that money up. That's the whole point of retirement fund. So you'll be able to sustain and support yourself when you get of age where you can't work and support yourself. I think Kevin Samuels used to say it all the time. You got $2-3 million saved up from when you turn 70, from 70 to 80 for 10 years. It's all about managing and figuring it the fuck out as far as when you get that age. Is you gonna have the money to support yourself, or you gonna be checking people bags walking out of Walmart still trying to work at 70 years old.
But low key, they do that to be able to still move around though. Because
Yeah, I mean
when you retire, some people do that shit.
yeah, some people do it to survive too, because they ain't got no
Yeah,
choice.
for sure. But I'm talking about the people that just do it because they need something to do.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. I know a few that just want to work because they don't want to be sitting in the house and doing
Right.
nothing all day. But what we doing,
I like what Buddha said though, D. If you could pull that up at the end, I think that was the last one. It says some people make a choice to fail on their obligations.
Yeah, that's the choice that a million motherfuckers make, but it's still an obligation.
Exactly.
But back to Jared, man. I definitely don't. I don't want to be a burden on my children. You know what I'm saying? In my old age, um, I let my kids know. Don't bring me into your home as an old elderly sickly man. You know what I'm saying? Put me in a nursing home, because every single time I come into either one of my kids' crib, I'm gonna walk through the door as daddy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for me to live with you not as daddy. It's gonna be hard for you to live with me. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want no complications. I don't want to disturb what you got going on with your husband or with your wife or none of that. Just put me in the home. But some of the things that I do to prevent that, my house will be paid off before, you know what I'm saying, before I'm done. Like my kids won't have to provide a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? Because
you won't own it. You won't own it though. You're still gonna be paying taxes. You know, just fucking with you. Go ahead, bro.
yeah, I still, you know what I'm saying. I don't even owe much on my house right now, so I'll be okay. And I think that, like Slug was saying, as far as 401ks and and all that stuff. Because as time goes on, man, all that stuff is not gonna be enough to retire you. By the time Leon and Slug retire, it probably won't even be a such thing as Social Security. You know what I'm saying? That won't even be in existence. You know what I'm saying? It's getting harder and harder to retire. You got to put some money up, man. You have to put some money up for sure. But Joe Lee, y'all got anything to Jared's comment? Because he was
No,
asking what are we doing to take care of ourselves financially for old age.
yeah, it's just for the 401k, of course. So Social Security gonna take care of us too when we
Hopefully,
retire.
hopefully,
Hopefully, yeah, hopefully. Um, savings account. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot that I'm doing. But like you said, man, I'm with you. Like I don't want to become a burden. I said it earlier. I don't want to become a burden to none of my boys, man. I think that my children should live their own lives and not have to worry about taking care of me or not have to worry about me, period. Because you got to realize your child have his or her own family to take care of. And being in the middle class, and if you're not a millionaire, being in the middle class, it's going to be tough trying to take care of your own family and take care of your mother or your father, whatever.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's why I believe that, and this is just my opinion, bro. I believe that you're not obligated, but if you choose to do that, that's fine.
Yeah,
But you're not obligated at all, man.
yeah, and it sucks though, cause um, money, bro, money's supposed to move forward and not backwards.
Right,
The money that you make is supposed to set the generations in your family going forward. Your kids, your kids' kids, your kids' kids, not going back to mama and grandma. Unfortunately, we just stuck doing it.
right,
Well, my answer, Jared, my answer is I'm trying to try my best, my damnness to break generational curses. That's what I'm doing. Unfortunately, what I'm saying, my parents tried to do it. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to break generational curses to where we don't have to do this. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. And if you don't break the generational curse, it's going to be a repeated cycle. I'm trying to put my kids in position to where they can break the generational curse if I don't do it. And that's what the position I'm trying to put myself in. I'm trying to start business to where I could push business down to my kids to where they don't have to take care of me. Because as long as we still living in this same world in this America that we living in of saying we got 401k and social security, that shit was around when our parents was fucking doing it. And it's still the same thing. No matter how we look at it, no matter how you deem it or how you look at it, your mother call you and her house is flooded, you gonna go over there and help. If that taking care of her, because I don't know what type of level of taking care of our parents is y'all talking about, because I don't know nobody who parents stay with them. I don't. I don't. That generational curse have already been broken, but I'm trying to break the generational curse to where my kids ain't got to worry about me, to where if something was to happen like that, that they will have to come over there, because like D'Angelo said, that social security stuff and that 401k stuff ain't gonna be enough. Eventually eventually it's not going to be enough. So but the thing is as we get older, our life become less expensive, so we don't need that much money to live off of. But you as a child and your parent needs, let's say that something happens at your parent house and you got the money, you gonna go over there and try to help out, because that's just who you are as a child, and you love your parents. So I'm trying to break the generational curses of that this stuff is already taken care of, and that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm trying to build business, get ownership, like D'Angelo was talking about earlier, to put my kids' name on this stuff to where they ain't got to work for people, and we breaking generational curses to where our family is in good standard and we ain't got to worry about that type of stuff. But as far as taking care of my parents, taking care of my mother, taking my I don't know nobody. My parents got their own house. You know, I'm not paying my mother's and my father bills. I'm not. They paying their own bills. So when we talk about what we mean by taking care of our parents, that generational curse have already been broke in most black families. So to answer your question, Jared, I'm trying to put my family in a better position than what my mama put us in. That's what I'm trying to do.
Right. Buddha MC says general wealth isn't done in one generation. Neither are generational curses.
He said, what?
Said generational wealth isn't done in one generation. Neither are generational curses.
Says who?
Says Buddha.
Okay, so says who? That's not a true statement. If that's the case, why you trying? Why you get up every day and try? Like that don't make sense. Like no, so you telling me don't try to break the generational curse and
He ain't telling you
with
not to
me?
try. He was just making a statement.
Okay, well that's his opinion.
Yeah, I don't think he was saying not to try. Maybe he's saying
Most generational curses are broke with one generation. Most are in a black family. Most are.
Okay.
hey, look,
Tell me when it's not.
I just said okay.
What you say? Okay for?
I just said okay.
Okay.
hey, so look, hey, that's it for that topic. You know what I'm saying? For these last little couple minutes, man, I wanna chop it up, man, about the motherfucking NBA, bro.
The Kane coming home.
Wait, what happened?
The Kane coming home.
Who, LeBron?
Yeah, boy, he going to
Oh, he
Golden
going to
State, boy.
Cleveland?
He
Oh
going to
my
Golden State,
fuck.
nigga.
Is it official?
Him and AD, they on their way.
Joe keeps saying this.
Nigga, is it official?
Hey Leon, this okay. I'm not saying it's official, but this is what
Okay
I'm
then,
saying.
shut your ass
Leon,
up.
but Leon, this is what I'm saying.
Nah, he making
Okay,
sense. Give
hey,
it
hey
a
Leon,
listen, Lee.
listen
No,
to
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying,
I ain't
Leon.
got to listen because I think he's going to go to state too. But go ahead. I was just asking if it was official though. But go ahead though.
This is what I'm saying, Leon. Both of our GOAT of the NFL is who?
Tom Brady.
When Tom Brady said he was leaving New England, every team that felt like they had a chance started making moves. Would you agree? Start
Correct.
making moves to create money to get him, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only team that is making moves right now for LeBron James services is the Warriors. That's it. Ain't nobody else made no moves.
What
Like,
does that have to do with anything though?
what do you mean? Like, you gotta
That
follow
ain't
the
got shit.
dominoes, bro. You
That
gotta
ain't got.
follow the dominoes.
Hey, bro, that ain't got shit to do with nothing though. Just because motherfuckers ain't making moves, don't mean that they ain't got money to get them.
LeBron James,
Yeah.
you think you getting a LeBron James is not getting prepared for
Hey,
him to
my
come to
nigga,
your team?
that nigga said it's all about happiness with his weak ass. That's what he said. It ain't about the money. It's all about happiness.
There's 3 teams with the ability to get LeBron: Miami, Cleveland, Golden State. Those 3 and those 3 only.
They only saying Cleveland because that's where his home is at. That's where he's from. That's the only reason why they saying Cleveland.
But no, it's not the only reason. They also he wants to compete and play competitive basketball.
Hey, did you hear what LeBron
What the
James said earlier this year,
and who
D'Angelo?
the fuck is who the fuck Cleveland got that could be competing?
D'Angelo, did
They
you hear
got
what
James
LeBron James
Harden
said?
and
I knew you was gonna say James Harden.
I
James Harden,
I
get
don't
the
rock
fuck
with
out of
James
here.
Harden, bro. You know I don't rock with
Fuck
James
out
Harden.
of here.
With James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jarrett,
Soft.
Hey, Cleveland got a good team, bro.
They do, but they no.
They got a good
No.
team.
Hey, what round did they get kicked out of? In the second round
Yeah,
or the third? No, no. No. Matter of fact, they played the conference finals against the Knicks. Never mind, they made it to the conference finals. I forgot.
and they, he can go back there. So Joe think AD's involved in this,
The Wizards said they ain't giving them up.
and that's what I was trying to tell Joe. Joe adamant that that's Fugazi
But how would they get him though?
for
They
Jimmy.
have nobody.
Jimmy,
Why would they want Jimmy?
exactly. Why would Washington want Jimmy? But
Right.
I'm not. I'm not trading AD for Jimmy.
Me neither. And then they're gonna be out for the whole year. The nigga just started walking. Really?
I think they, yeah, I think they saying he'll come back around December.
Who?
Jimmy,
When he tears the ACL?
I don't know.
Like last November.
Last November?
Yeah, it was like November, December, somewhere up in there.
Mm. I thought he tore it this year.
Hey, listen to this, bro. Y'all have to understand. Like the man LeBron said this last year at a game when he went to Memphis to play a game, and they was like, "Why you ain't playing Memphis?" He said, "Man, I've been playing this league for 22 years." He said, "There's certain places I don't like playing." He said, "I
Right.
don't like playing in Memphis, and I don't like playing in Cleveland." Why is he going back to Cleveland?
I just told you they only said that because he's from Cleveland. Or he played his career in Cleveland.
That ain't the only reason they saying it.
That's what I think.
Hey, and Leon, this is why I say Anthony Davis is going to go to state. Now listen to my logic. I said you have to follow the dominoes, right? 2 weeks ago, Draymond Green was on his podcast and he said, I'll be stupid to not opt into my contract, which he was guaranteed 28,000. He was guaranteed 28 million, right? That's what he was guaranteed. Yesterday, Draymond Green opts out of his contract. The next day, the same day, it's reported that LeBron James said, only way I'm going to Golden State is if it comes as a package with Anthony Davis, right? Draymond Green opts out of his contract. That gave room for Golden State to sign him. So if LeBron James is going there and he said Anthony Davis got to be there, why you don't think Anthony Davis is on his way too? Why?
Because they said it.
Okay,
Because the
okay.
general manager said he has zero interest.
And Leon,
Yo,
Leon,
yo.
what did the general manager tell Luca before he traded him?
That he wasn't getting traded.
Exactly. These general managers will say anything. They don't care, bro.
So Joe,
I keep telling you, it's not for Jimmy Butler.
when
It's
they
a salary dump, bro. This is what teams do.
okay, so
Why the
They,
fuck would they get him then?
how
huh?
could they get him without
Why would they get AD then just to trade him again?
Who?
The Wizards, nigga.
Bro, they traded AD because Dallas was trying to trade what's the name? They was trying to get off a contract. They got off a what's the name contract when they traded for AD. They
Right, I
dumped a
understand, but
contract, bro.
why would the Wizards trade for him just to trade him again?
Because Leon, who did they just draft?
DJ AJ DeBench?
AJ the best.
Exactly. The future is him and Trey Young and draft capital. That young man ain't getting no money. So if they trade AD, which is 32-year-old injury prone player, here you could go to Golden State, but we gonna take Jimmy Butler. And next year, Jimmy Butler is going to opt out of his contract. That's going to give us a max contract to sign somebody. somebody that's young that could play
Who the
on the
fuck want to
same.
go to Washington, nigga?
Oh,
AD
bro.
could opt out too, though, Daddy.
Huh?
AD could opt out too.
Exactly. So why? So he could also opt in too. But Jimmy Butler's not going to opt in because he don't want to be there. Bro, teams do it all the time. They get players to do salary dumps, bro.
Well,
He
I don't think they're gonna trade Jimmy, dog.
they not gonna trade Jimmy.
Nah, it's over with. Like
If they
I
could get AD, they would, but they can't get
Bro,
AD.
that shit is over with. Watch what I tell. And you want me to tell you why I know for sure that Anthony Davis getting traded, Leon? What do you think LeBron James is going, Leon?
I think he's going to. We just said I think he's going to Golden State.
Guess what he could have did tonight at 6 o'clock, Leon?
Sign with anybody.
Why he ain't signed with the Warriors with Leon?
He
It's,
already said he's taking his time.
yeah, he taking the time to see if Golden State gonna get Drake, gonna give up them that's draft capital to get
Because
Anthony Davis.
they just signed Porzingis to a motherfucking
Bro,
contract.
he's waiting to see if Golden State is going to trade them
But
because
the
Washington.
Warriors is looking for James to commit before they pursue AD.
No, they not.
Hey,
That's what
Joe,
it
I'm
says.
gonna
No,
say
they
this.
not.
Joe, listen.
It's a foregone conclusion that LeBron James coming there. Draymond Green wouldn't have opted out. Leon, why?
I
Joe,
Why
know.
can
would
I ask you a
Draymond Green
question?
opt out?
I'm
Joe,
not arguing with that. I agree with that LeBron going to the Warriors, nigga.
Joe, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If the Golden State Warriors thought that they had a chance to get AD, why would they push the button on signing Porzingis so fast?
What?
They can still sign both of them though,
They
bro.
can still sign both of them, bro. What?
Yeah.
AD don't want to be a center. Pittsburgh Porzingis is a center.
AD
What are
been
you
saying
talking about?
AD
Nigga, Porzingis and AD play the same position
No,
AD
AD said he don't want like playing center, bro.
because he a weak ass motherfucker.
Okay, but we can't argue that. I ain't
Porzingis is not a
arguing that.
center though.
Porzingis played a center, bro. What are you talking about, bro? He played
Just
a
because
5.
okay, and AD played a 5 too. That don't make him a 5.
Man, AD played power forward, bro.
And Porzingis play power forward.
Okay, Leon.
Porzingis is not playing. Is not a center, dog.
Okay, Leon.
He's not a center.
Go look and see what they listed as, bro. Porzingis is listed as a singer, and Anthony Davis listed as a power forward.
But Joe, you know the difference, bro. Like,
what's the difference?
Tweaking, bro.
They're but listen. They both bigs. Let's take away position, even though I don't agree with what you're saying. They're both.
So what is Wemby then?
Yeah, hold on, let me explain.
They're both bigs. You don't rush to sign Porzingis if you think that there's an opportunity to get AD, because in that case you're gonna try to cut costs and make more money for LeBron and AD. You already have Al Horford already re-signed.
First of all,
you have a big, and then you gaining another big with AD plus the rest of the people that's all on your team. I'm telling you, they're not so confident that they can get AD.
First of all, if they sign Kristaps Porzingis to a 2-year contract, they sign him to this contract, they could add him into a fucking deal to get even more money to get LeBron James or get more players. It's bro, this is not gonna just be a simple Jimmy Butler, Anthony Davis deal. This is gonna be like a fucking 14 deal, bro. This is not just gonna be a simple trade, bro.
14 deal.
Watch what I tell you, bro. If it wasn't happening, LeBron James would have been signed, bro. Why is he waiting?
He's waiting because this is what he do. He likes to
Right.
He likes to out here,
bro.
bro.
He a diva.
LeBron James, everybody he signed with
diva.
right away on it. Is you serious? Name a time LeBron James signed with somebody where he waited. Name one time.
What do you mean? He only signed one. He's only signed twice.
No, he signed 3 times.
To Miami and fucking LA.
He signed to Miami. He signed back to Cleveland, and then he went to LA. He did that all.
And when he went back to
day of free agency.
Day. When he went back to Cleveland, what did he have?
He had a team with him.
A big ass fucking ceremony in a fucking football stadium.
Leon, I'm talking about when he
He's a
signed.
diva.
That's cool, but he still typically signs on the day of free agency, bro. He
Okay,
did that with
Does not.
Miami.
Joe,
Okay,
listen,
bro.
listen.
All
Hold
right,
on,
bro.
Joe. Look. There are no prime free agents.
You
So
say what?
there are no prime free agents. No, have you noticed? No free agent has signed a maximum deal anywhere because there were no free agents this year, bro.
What is you talking about, D'Angelo?
Exactly
What
what I
that
said.
mean?
Exactly
What
what
that
I
mean?
said.
That have nothing to do with what I just said,
That
though.
does. So that means because there were no other power moves to be made.
What
So
is you talking about?
LeBron James changing teams is the biggest move that can be made by anything in free agency. If there was
It ain't.
who is it then?
What is you? Nigga, they just traded John Morant. They
That's a
just traded
trade.
Kawhi
He
Leonard.
said
That's
free
free
agency.
agency. You talking about signings? You talking
Yes,
That's
about
what he
I'm talking
signings?
said.
about
That's
LeBron
what
and
he
free
said,
agent.
bro.
No, you said ain't nothing happening in free agency to where big moves are being made. Yes, it is. Big moves are being made.
That's what he's talking about. Just in free agency, bro. Just signings.
Are
LeBron
you
is the
talking about
biggest.
people signing?
LeBron. He just said free agents.
Bro, free agency is trading too, bro. They had to
Oh
wait. They
my
could.
fucking gosh! Here we go
Okay,
with that
bro.
shit
All
again,
right,
bro.
bro. All right, I'm not. All right, that's a part. That's a part of free agency, bro.
Bro,
I'm
It's
sorry.
not.
but he never said anything about trades. Free agent signings. That's what he's talking about.
But Leon, they don't have nothing to do with. I'm saying that
He's
LeBron
the
James.
biggest free agent out here.
He's
Okay, but
That's
setting
that's
the
what he's
market.
saying.
He's
but
setting the
Leon,
market.
so you think he's not going to Golden State, D'Angelo?
Joe, the biggest free agent sets the market.
You think LeBron James going to go get $50 million from? He
No,
already
but
said it ain't about the money.
it's not about the money, but it's about the shifting of power. He is the biggest fish in the sea, Joe.
So what's the point of you
The
saying this? I'm
so
lost.
because the biggest everybody have to wait to after the biggest fish eat first to determine how much food the little ones get.
You do know LeBron James was the biggest fish every time he went into free agency.
Yeah.
And he signed on the first day every time he went
I
somewhere.
don't know
Joe,
about. I don't remember that.
listen, Joe, listen.
Go look it up.
Joe,
Leon, he made his decision.
Hold on, Joe, listen.
Was
Each one of those times, there was another marquee free agent available, whether it was Carmelo Anthony
and they
or
had to wait.
Joe. My point is because nobody there. Name me a free agent that's a free agent right now that's finna get a max contract.
What does that mean?
It means everything, Joe.
What point is you trying to make, D'Angelo? What does that have to do
My
with
point
LeBron
is
James not
LeBron is
signing
the
already?
biggest available free agent. He can take his time. He can take his time because he is the biggest. Nobody's bigger than him.
Okay, but my question to you is LeBron have always been the biggest free agent.
Joe, but he's the only one. He's not just the biggest, he's the only one.
D'Angelo, what does that mean though?
Name me a free agent right now that's more valuable than LeBron James.
What does that mean?
Listen, if it was someone even close to the value of LeBron would be the made the decision. But he doesn't have to make it because nobody else is going to be able to shift the power.
Why does that? You think LeBron James give a fuck about other people when he making a decision where he going?
Hey, Joe.
Yeah, wait. Do you think he a diva, D'Angelo?
I do.
So a diva is going to make choices for every other people, or they're going to make choices for itself.
But Joe, he knows that he can wait and put the rest of the world on hold.
He could always do that. And he
couldn't. He couldn't do that when he couldn't do that when Carmelo Anthony was a free agent.
He did. What are you talking about?
Joe.
In 2010, the world didn't move until LeBron James said where he was going. Am I lying, Leon?
You said what happened?
In 2010, when he went to Miami, did any team sign something before LeBron James said where he was going?
And he said that day he didn't wait.
No, he made a decision
on the day of free agency opening.
No, it wasn't. It was like 3 days later.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Look
No,
it
it
up,
wasn't,
D'Angelo.
bro. Go
Look
look
it
it
up.
up.
Look it
He
up.
made it. He made the decision
Look it up.
the first day of free agency.
Look it up.
Who made that decision for their free agency?
Go look when the decision was made, when
Hey,
it was
look,
aired.
when they made the decision, LeBron, Chris Bosh, and D Wade announced that they were going to Miami on today, the day free agency started.
Oh,
The day free agency started, they could not, because you forget there were other top tier free agents, Carlos Boozer, and Carmelo Anthony. It was a bunch of people that got max deals that year, bro. Nobody
Okay.
else is getting nobody.
Okay.
Joe,
So
wait,
my question to you is,
Joe,
what's the difference
Joe,
now?
wait. The difference now is nobody who is a free agent right now moves the needle but LeBron. Wherever LeBron go, it moves the needle. I ask you again, name me a remaining free agent right now that moves the needle. Please don't tell me Drew Holiday. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Who? Can you name one? No, you can't.
In 2018, there was no big sign. There was no big free agencies.
Joe.
LeBron James was the big free agent.
He always the
he
big.
was right. He always the biggest.
Right. So I'm asking you, when people don't make decisions until LeBron make a decision, bro. What are you talking about? It just have always been like that.
I'm telling you, he's. You just said he's never waited before, and he hasn't, bro.
No, I've been told you he never waited before. He always
exactly.
Made
and my point is,
so
he's
why is he
now.
waiting now?
He's waiting now because he's putting the world on hold because everything depends on what he do, and he has nobody, no competition.
They have always been like that.
Listen, Joe, stop cutting me off and listen. If LeBron, if Chris Bosh wouldn't have took the money in Miami, and the money would have went to Carlos Boozer, LeBron wouldn't have went to Miami. It was, but Carlos Boozer was getting the max. Carmelo Anthony was getting the max, and a host of others. Right now, nobody else is getting the max deal.
D'Angelo, you sound like you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Like real talk. Like,
name me another free agent, then, Joe.
You sound crazy, bro. LeBron James have always been, when he was a free agent, the number one dude on the totem pole. Nobody made moves until he made his decision.
Hey, Joe, nobody was going to
wait.
You're saying cutting me off, though, Joe.
Okay,
Joe, nobody was gonna take the risk to come away with nothing. In 2010, nobody was gonna take the risk and come away with nothing. To now,
it's not, bro.
Joe, fuck it, man.
You're not making sense. You're trying to make a point to prove people wrong. You're not making sense right now, bro. You're not.
You don't even give me an opportunity to make sense.
No, you're not making sense. You're saying if LeBron James was the big fish, D'Angelo, and you're saying he
Joe,
can't hold free agency up.
Hold on. So, Joe, this is my point, and I need you to don't unmute yourself. Just listen. There isn't another free agent of any needle moving that's going to change the balance of power. Everybody's going to wait to see what LeBron do, because there's no competition for the other slots. Free agency is basically over because there were no prime marquee free agents. In the past, you had to make a decision. They weren't going to risk waiting to see what somebody else do and end up missing out on nothing. Right now, it's already LeBron or nothing. So everybody just gotta wait. Ain't no other way to put it, bro. Ain't no other way to put it. There are no more free agents. So you're gonna wait on LeBron, and if he don't choose you, You come away with nothing. What you was gonna come away with nothing. They wouldn't take the chance and wait and risk coming away with nothing if it was something else out there, bro. There's nothing else out there but LeBron.
Sense, bro.
How's the now?
You're not
Explain to
making
me.
sense.
Now
You're not
I
making
got off
sense.
what I Joe. I got off
You
what I wanted to say.
okay? So I'm
So
gonna
now
explain
tell
to
me.
you.
Now
So
tell
now
me what you.
I'm gonna explain to you why you don't
You
make
won't even
sense,
let
right?
me allow you to tell you to go, bro.
You just said you was done, so I'm talking. Well, you still over talking me. You gonna tell me to tell you when to, now you E40 tell me when to go? Like I'm telling you, like what I'm telling you is you're not making sense, right? And I'm gonna explain to you why you're not making sense.
Go ahead.
From what we know, and you don't ask, I'm gonna ask Leon because you just gonna get the change in the subject, right? Leon, from what we know, did LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Wade know that LeBron James was going to Miami?
They didn't know.
Huh?
They didn't know. Wade said he didn't know.
Wait. They didn't know when they already had came up with the money situation? They
No, but
already
Wade
knew how they were
Wade
signing?
Wade said
Wade
he found
said he
out with us.
didn't know. He
He
said
found out with us.
Wade found out
Bro,
like
you
everybody else.
honestly believe that?
I'm telling you what the man said, brother.
No, what I'm telling you is, Leon, is in order for it to work, the money had to work. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So that means that they knew, and they said this. It is well known that Melo said it's supposed to have been me there. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So that means this was talked about before, right? It had been talked about that LeBron James, Melo, they didn't know where they was teaming up, but they knew they was teaming up. Correct?
Right.
That's all I'm saying. They didn't know they was, but they knew they was teaming up. Meaning LeBron James and them knew it was only a certain amount of teams had enough money to sign 3 max players. That means all other teams knew they was out. They knew it. In 2015, when LeBron James went back to Cleveland, everybody in the world knew he was going back to Cleveland. You know why? Because LeBron James had them trade Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love. Right, Leon?
Yeah. Hello?
LeBron James had them trade for Kevin Love, right?
All right.
We all knew this. So he wasn't holding up free agency. We knew exactly where LeBron was going. So how is he holding up free agency?
Okay, can I answer? You asking, right? You asking, Joe? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, he's holding up free agency because he's the biggest free agent available. And after him, there's 0 options.
No, you're not getting
Teams
what I'm
don't,
telling you.
Joe, you asked me the question. Teams don't need to make an adjustment. It's either get LeBron or not get LeBron. It's not we need to hurry up and figure out if LeBron gonna fake us out. So let me go sign this person. There isn't the other person. Do you not you understand, Lee? Do you understand what I'm saying?
D'Angelo,
Yeah,
D'Angelo, LeBron James do not operate like that, bro. I don't know
It ain't
what you.
LeBron, it's the market.
No. It's what do you mean the market?
That's what the market is dictating this, Joe.
How's the
There are no
market dictating
options.
it?
I've asked you again, who are the available free agents right now?
What does
The
that
the
mean?
market is the free agents.
Leon, what I'm telling you is that don't mean nothing because the teams that know they could get LeBron already know. He just said it. It's 3 teams that's in contention to get him. Why are you talking about a market? Why?
Free agency is a market.
Okay, then. So guess what? You said Miami is a choice, right?
Yes.
Guess who gonna get more money than LeBron James that play for Miami right now?
Wiggins and Greek.
Nope. Guess who gonna get? And that's a free agent.
You said guess who what?
Guess who's going to get 200 plus million? That's a free agent in Miami now. That you said Miami is making wait for LeBron. You said it's the market. Norman Powell. Norman Powell is finna get paid.
He ain't about to get no 200 and something
You
million
want
dollars.
He averaged 25 points a game last year. I guarantee he get 200.
Hey Joe, no team has a max deal
Watch this.
available right now.
Watch this. Watch Norman Powell get a max deal.
No,
Guaranteed.
don't nobody has the ability to give it.
Okay, we gonna see.
If
Watch this.
if so, don't you think
I know the
LeBron?
Bulls trying to get him though.
But when
Watch
the
this.
Bulls ain't getting them because they just signed John Collins a few minutes ago, so they ain't getting them.
What LeBron James is not holding up free agency. What LeBron James is doing is seeing if Golden State going to get Anthony Davis. Because if they don't, I believe he's going to Cleveland. That's just me. It's between
Norman
Cleveland.
Powell ain't getting no max deal either, bro.
Okay, we'll see. It's between Cleveland. If he wanted to get in the max deal, he would have just signed back with Miami. Because Miami got his birds rights. They could give him money. They could match whatever offer he gets. So what are you talking about? They're not going to give him the money that somebody else is going to give him.
Norman Powell is leaving.
I know he's leaving for
Shoot, he
more
better
money.
sign his ass back.
The Heat only have $18 million in cap space. They can't sign him back.
They better do something.
Because they can't afford him.
Exactly. They can't say,
Exactly.
and the only reason they can get LeBron is because that's if LeBron take the mid-level exemption of $15 million.
And that's what it
hence the only way he can go to, whether he go to Cleveland, Miami, or Golden State, he's only going to get the mid-level exemption of $15 million.
I totally agree. And that's why he's going to Golden State. He's just waiting on them to get Anthony Davis.
Well, why though?
Huh?
Why is he waiting for them to get AD?
I believe that LeBron James wants a realistic chance to win a championship, and he believed that getting AD is a realistic chance. I believe if that's not a realistic chance, he's going to choose between Miami and Cleveland. And Golden State is right now, I believe, is in the back skirts doing what they could do to try to get Anthony Davis. But the only thing that is holding Golden State up from going to get Anthony Davis is what's always held them up from Anthony Davis coming to Golden State. And that's Golden State giving the Anthony Davis an extension and trading away they drive capital for Anthony Davis when they know they don't want to give him an extension. That is what's holding them up. They don't want to get draft capital and then have to sign Anthony Davis to long-term deals. This is a 2-year rental, what they finna do with this team. Steve Kerr signed for 2 years. Steph is on for 2 more years. Draymond Green, LeBron James going to sign a 1-and-1. This is a 2-year experiment, and Anthony Davis gonna be on there with them, and they want him to just become a free agent after that. But Anthony Davis is looking for a long-term deal, and that's why they ain't pushing the button. They trying to see if they could work something out to where they don't have to pay Anthony Davis and draft and trade that capital, and that's why I think it's going to be a 4-team deal.
Joe, they can't just they can't trade just draft picks to Washington to get Anthony Davis.
No, I didn't say that. I said Golden State don't want to give away their draft capital, meaning they don't want to give up draft capital to get Anthony Davis because they could do a straight up trade, which Jimmy Butler and like they 3-round pick. That trade would have been done if Golden State would have gave up they future 3 first-round picks. That trade would have been done. Anthony Davis would have been with Golden State because they could do it straight up. Golden State don't want to give up all their draft capital. So they're trying to work a deal with get another team involved to where they could give up a Pozinski or somebody else on the team to somebody to get them to throw in a draft pick to help them get Anthony Davis and then trade Jimmy Butler. Is going to be.
Joe, can I say something?
I got a feeling it's going to be like a 14 deal. Going to land Anthony Davis in Golden State, and it's going to be a lot of piece moving from Golden State and Washington and 2 more other teams or a third team. I just think it's going to be more than just them 2 on the.
Let me say this real quick. Jimmy Butler and Anthony Davis trade would have to be a trade that's straight up. There will be no draft picks involved or none of that because they both make the same amount of money.
What? You do know when you trade, the money just have to add up for the trade. You could throw in picks to make the trade sweeter. Like Washington is not going to just take Jimmy Butler. So the Golden State Warriors are going to have to and make the
Yeah,
deal
you right.
intriguing.
You right.
Yeah.
You right.
Yeah,
Right.
they
That's
got
why
to.
they're going to
See how
trade
easy
the
that
draft
was?
capital.
You ain't gonna be that. You ain't gonna trade
Right.
that man
They
just
ain't going to trade
head
him
up.
straight up. Hell no,
Yeah.
they ain't going to do that.
Yeah,
I
but they
wouldn't do
not.
that.
But they not gonna give. Golden State can't afford to give up no draft picks when
And that's why they
all
trying.
these motherfuckers old like that. That's why I'm
And
telling you this trade.
that's
That trade is not gonna happen, bro. They
I
are
believe
good.
it is, bro.
The Golden State Warriors don't need AD. They got LeBron,
Yes, they do.
Steph, and motherfucking Jimmy Butler
That's
and
not good enough.
And
Draymond. They don't
Draymond.
need AD, bro.
That's
But
not good enough.
I heard that I heard Clay said he wanted to come back if they get LeBron.
That could be a trade too. But Clay
No.
make what $20-some million. That probably ain't gonna work.
That they need AD, bro. And I'm a Steph fan, bro. They
Man, they
need
don't
AD.
need no more. Nobody need AD, bro.
They need
Well,
AD, bro.
AD barely gonna play, nigga. Shut up.
No, he gonna play over there. A motivated AD gonna play.
Man,
Bro. You
well, he was
can't stop
motivated in
him.
LA. He
Okay,
motivated in LA.
so let me ask you this. If Anthony Davis got traded for Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green went out, who would y'all make the favorites next year to win championships?
You said it what?
If Anthony Davis and LeBron James ended up on Golden State, who would
Okay, OKC.
you heard me, Leon?
I ain't hear you.
I said if Anthony Davis and LeBron James went to Golden State, who would you say the favorite is to win next year?
If Anthony Davis LeBron went to Golden State,
Yes.
I would say probably OKC.
Man, y'all tripping, boy.
Yeah, I
Y'all
probably say
tripping.
OKC.
Y'all tripping, boy. Golden State gonna beat the shit out of them boys, man.
You crazy as hell.
Man, them
If
old
if
motherfuckers.
if
If they get
everybody
AD, ain't winning
if
shit.
everybody healthy, Golden State gonna beat the dog shit out of everybody in the playoffs, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They gonna beat the dog snot out of people, bro.
Hey Joe,
They
if
gonna beat the dog snot out of people, bro. That shit gonna be so scary, bro.
them old motherfuckers is not finna win.
Hey,
They gonna be just like Shaq and Kobe and Karl Malone and Gary Payton.
that's not the same. That's not the same.
I don't know why you think it ain't.
That's not the same.
I don't know why.
LeBron James just beat a team full of young motherfuckers by himself. By himself. And then he ran up against OKC, and them games was close until the fourth quarter. He ran out of energy because he was by himself. Now you put AD, Draymond Green, Steph Curry, Kristaps Porzingis on a team with him against that team, man, stop. Man, stop. Who gonna guard AD?
Hey, hold on. Let me end this stream. Hey, y'all, we appreciate y'all rocking out with us, man. Come back, fuck with us next week, 8:15 Central Time for another Talk Shit Tuesday. Catch us on the next one.